again. Coffee getting cold again. Missed two calls from old friends. Running late but moving slow. Same songs on the radio. Everybody got opinion. I just mute the noise instead. Too much talking on the internet. Not enough inside my head, is it? I just take it night by night. Trying to keep my mood alright. Static playing in the kitchen while I dance around my life. Still love, still care, still care, still hate somehow. Everybody want a piece of me. I barely got me figured out. Still here somehow. Still here somehow. Overslept through half the morning. Dreams still stuck behind my eyes. I don't know if I've been healing or just learning how to hide. Bills due, messages unread, lip gloss, stains on cigarette ends. Everybody want the old me back. I barely know her now. And maybe I romanticize chaos. Maybe silence scare me back. Maybe I keep all this music loud so I don't unpack. I just take it night by day, trying not to drift away. Static buzzing through the apartment, like my thoughts got something to say. Still soft, still tight, still tight, still chasing peace. And every time I almost lose myself, the music pull me back to me. Back to me. Yeah. Back to me.
Yo. Two guns up, everybody get down. If you heard that phrase, then you really know 40. Back then was the same old story, something on my hip like a walkie-talkie. But there's no communication when I'm in a nation, P-land, I'm corky. Got a show in the crowd, there's 1,000. Told the promoters I'll be there shortly. Sweet one, trying to get my attention. Tell her it's cool as I'm out just pouting. Deep down there's a stretch, no doubt. I'm trying to smash bros like Captain Falcon. But the game is the game, I guess. Can't say that I stress for the fee-bone specimen. Cause I was in a tea house scheming. Runners, they had more dark than melanin. It's imperative. Enemies keep them close like relatives. I was down in the dumps and negative. Came right back, Hector, Bellerin. Now I'm coming out taking a sedative. No competition but still competitive. Plus, the Jezebel's predative. Wants it raw like a pick unedited. Not credited. Even though I made vast improvements. Hopping the coupe, push start, I'm cruising. When they look at their past, they're fuming. I'm one step ahead like Austin looping. Can't be a part of this movement. Barbies think we're the hardest humans. Still target my target booting regardless of any other armies trooping.
Well, if you come to visit me in Toronto, I mean, you could always go see the St. Lawrence Market. What are you up to tonight? Because it's late in London now. And yeah, we could definitely like FaceTime or call or whatever you want to do.
Two guns up, everybody get down. If you heard that phrase, then you really know 40. Back then was the same old story, something on my hip like a walkie-talkie. But there's no communication when I'm in a nation. P-land, I'm corky. Got a show in the crowd, there's 1,000. Told the promoters I'll be there shortly. Sweet one, trying to get my attention. Tell her it's cool as I'm out just pouting. Deep down there's a stretch, no doubt. I'm trying to smash bros like Captain Falcon. But the game is the game, I guess. Can't say that I stress for the fee-bone specimen. Cause I was in a tea house scheming. Runners, they had more dark than melanin.
Shoes, I go Cybertruck on these folk. Then I go get the money, you dig? Yeah, I go mismatch, yellow, white, and roll. I go race car, supercharger, you gon' hear me. I go new brand, new designer, you ain't seen. I go Michael Jackson off the wall, Billie Jean. I go extra hard when on the ground, I go Viagra. I go ape shit with the paper, bitch, I go bananas. I go Porsche today, that night I'ma go candy first. I go sloppy pockets, my bitch gon' go Louis purse. I go Michael Jackson coat with the spikes, I go Thriller. I go Dipset like Jim Jones when I go Fashion Killer. I go Fiji water with the ice, I go see Waffy. I go dirt bike when I pop it, I go Kawasaki. I go mismatch, yellow, white, and roll. I go race car, supercharger, you gon' hear me. I go new brand, new designer, you ain't seen. I go Michael Jackson off the wall, Billie Jean. I go mismatch, yellow, white, and roll. I go race car, supercharger, you gon' hear me. I go new brand, new designer, you ain't seen. I go Michael Jackson off the wall, Billie Jean. Pulling up Tonka truck, Mickey T's, I'ma go white boy. Fly life, futuristic George Jetson, I'ma go Elroy. In the hood, kicking shit, in my Air Max, I go Bruce Lee. On my hip, Glock 4-0, bang, bang, I go Chief Keef. Gold teeth, every time a nigga smile, gang spit. Every time a nigga speak, niggas hungry, I can hear they stomach growl. When I come around, niggas gon' eat. I'ma go Playboy Mansion mode, I'ma go Sachi Hugh Hefner Road. I go. I go mismatch, yellow, white, and roll. I go race car, supercharger, you gon' hear me. I go new brand, new designer, you ain't seen. I go Michael Jackson off the wall, Billie Jean. I go mismatch, yellow, white, and roll. I go race car, supercharger, you gon' hear me.
You're now listening.
New brand, new designer, you ain't seen. I go Michael Jackson off the wall, Billie Jean.
You're now listening to Player Talk Radio with the coolest DJ in the manosphere. Let's go. DJ Kuda. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? My bad. We are in the building. My voice is cooked. We are here as Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host. On fire with these shows all the time. Doing our thing as Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. Let's start the show off right. Please support the show. Hit the Cash App. Head over to the studio. Check out the Ike Was Right t-shirts. And most importantly, make sure you take care of your health better than I can. Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to Hemp for Fitness. Let's start the show off right. Let's get it. Let's go. What up, fitness fam? Tired of feeling like a stretched out yoga mat after leg day? Meet Hemp for Fitness, your new best friend in recovery. Whether you're chasing gains in the gym, chasing relaxation after a long day, or chasing that beautiful woman on the treadmill.
What's the matter, Daddy?
That somehow still has enough energy to do cardio for 45 minutes straight.
Damn.
Hemp for Fitness has you covered. CBD gummies, recovery sticks, muscle creams, relaxation capsules, and nighttime tinctures. Even wellness products that might turn date night into an all-star performance.
Bust all in there.
Yeah, they got that too. And guess what? Use coupon code T-210 and get 10% off your order. And if you mention Kuda, you'll score 2 free gifts with your order.
Damn, boy.
Girl, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And listen, no mailbox is safe in America. Because Hemp for Fitness ships nationwide.
To this day.
Including Hawaii.
To this day.
Oh, and keep your eyes peeled. Because if you see LT Man in the chat, that might be your lucky day. Specialized orders, exclusive deals, product recommendation, custom help. If you know, you know. So if you see him in the chat, oh yeah, make sure you hit him up. So don't just stretch, thrive. Head over to hempforfitness.com. That's hempforfitness.com. And thank me later.
Thank you.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Raul.
And let's get back to the show. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Money Making. All right, so we in the building. This Player Talk Radio. We are here. Tap in, put a 1 in the chat if you are here. Let me know that. So, we're talking about this Austin Metcalf case and this Carmelo Anthony case. A lot of stuff been happening. I should have played this on the last show. Things took a turn for the worse, you know. And I mentioned it too, but I just wasn't talking about it on the last show. But his dad did a goofy ass interview. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Go to this case. I felt sorry for the dad. Like, I thought the dad was like, you know, I thought he was cool. He was carrying himself as he was cool, you know. He was carrying himself like, you know, a grieving parent. You know, and a lot of people, they're it's so weird. I commented on O'Shea's video that we're gonna take a look at today. And a lot of goofball commented the same fucking thing as if they didn't see somebody else comment that shit towards me. So you have a lot of people that feel that Austin Metcalf's dad should say, and it's okay to say the racist stuff that he said, you know? Because, you know, he started throwing middle fingers. He started crashing out. He started doing the most. And at first, he seemed cool. Something about him seemed off, you know? I didn't really look into it that much. Because I'm like, you know, he's a grieving parent, you know? You don't know how people are going to handle and take stuff, right? And, you know, there was rumors about him, you know, and you know, I excluded the rumors, you know. I'm like, well, you know, every guy has his story, you know, as to why he may have done some stuff, or you know, what's going on, or you just may have just heard one goofy side of the story. Well, today, family, it's some more of the same. You know?
What's the matter, Daddy? What's the matter, Daddy?
It's some more of the same. So, I know throughout the case, he's probably faced and went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's still grieving. But I noticed something, and people kept, and we're going to get into it, because I didn't see the whole thing. Because you know, this reaction is genuine. I usually don't watch the whole thing. If I did, I'll tell you. But we're gonna go see the interview, and y'all let me know. I mean, people got mad at me on O'Shea's post because I said, "Oh, look, now he's showing his true colors." You know, he's showing his true colors. You know, he made a bunch of racist remarks. He's just like another different guy. Nigga, I thought it was Alex Jones at first. I said, shit. I said, damn, now his true colors are showing. His true colors are showing now. And I'm like, dang, you know, maybe he was suppressing this the whole time, y'all. Or maybe he straight up had enough. It still doesn't prompt you to be a racist asshole or a bigot or whatever. Especially at this stage in the game where you should probably feel relief or justified. But y'all let me know, my bucket. You know, we're going to see the whole thing. And we're going to get into it. You know, people was like, oh, well, Kuda, he's been tormented and you know, black people were celebrating and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that still doesn't mean that you got to go on public record to be racist. And people saying that he's abusive, which he probably is at this point. People were saying that hold on, y'all. So yeah, people were saying that he was abusive. People were saying that, you know, hold on, y'all. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Hold up. One second. The hell is this? Okay. So yeah, I don't know. He just had a racist explosion, you know, as far as I'm concerned. You know, his true colors are showing. And then, you know, I do believe that he probably was abusive. The mother, you know, she's grieving in silence and being more respectable. This nigga doing all these tours and just being super racist. But let's take a look at it. Let's give me 1 second. Let's go look for it. Give me 1 second. I think I should do the reactions first. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna go over Myron crashing out on Fatty's panel. Give me 1 second. Somebody said they're pissing on Austin Metcalf's grave. What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. All right, let's look at Anton go over it real quick. This is shorter, and then put YouTube short. Hold on. calling this man a watermelon felon. Let's see what TMZ has to say. My bad, y'all. Second. Un momento. Put a what in the chat if you in the building. Give some shout out. All right. Please support the show, man. We've been cranking out endless content at a rapid rate. Giving y'all the game with no shame. Laying paint where it ain't. Do what other podcasters can't. Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
Courtney on yet another vacation.
My goodness.
I mean, she's a hard worker, so I'm not gonna like give her too much crap about it. But it's like, my God, how many vacation days does she have?
When is the last time you went on vacation?
I took one vacation this year to Cabo.
And moving doesn't count. Days off for moving.
To say the least, the sentence. So that will all play out. But Austin Metcalf's dad broke his silence yesterday. And in a podcast. It was a 3-hour podcast.
The Jinxed Sip podcast.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. I've never heard of it before. And I'm not going to say I listened to all 3 hours of the podcast, but there have been some clips that have surfaced on Twitter from it. And Jeff says some, in my opinion, some pretty crazy stuff on the heels of the verdict. So do we want to just play it? We'll play the clip we have. This is a clip from the podcast. Jeff Metcalf.
This is what most people are talking about on Twitter right now. This is the most
the specific clip. Yes.
Most focused on part. Yeah.
Fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of people that embarrass me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for everything else. I'm going to tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a and a coward. And you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco?
Now, is there something different about this? Like who is this nigga? I'm looking at this like, oh, he's showing his true colors now. Charleston White, we're gonna get into that. Charleston White called into Anton Daniels' show and just went left on Carmelo Anthony, on his dad. We're gonna get into that too. Getting y'all up to date so you'll never be late. All right? But look at this dude. Like what like whoa. Let's run this back. He got a bone to pick with everybody. And Carmelo, his mom said he was abusive. Kind of can see this right now. He turned into a completely different person. And you probably can see why their family is broken up and somewhat in shambles.
Own culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of people that embarrass me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that.
This makes their family look bad. You can, I understand he's grieving. And black people been on the internet talking they shit. But you can probably see where some of the aggressiveness of some of his kids, where it comes from. Like father, like son.
And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for everything else. I'm going to tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What?
Damn, you drunk bitch. Bro going full Alex Jones, man.
You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes,
like
you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy?
I think we know who the look, he inviting fights. I think we know who the culprit of the family is.
Supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
Well.
We're going to put a poll in the chat. What's y'all thoughts? Watermelon Felon? Really?
You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
Watermelon Felon.
So for all the
just 2 minutes.
And see if his family say something back then. Now we the wrong one. Get the likes up, y'all.
So for all the people, I also saw after this, he was like, talking about how he has forgiven him and does not sound like he has forgiven anyone for what happened to his son. But I mean, for all the people out there that were trying to say, you know, this was a case and not a case about race. Well, Austin Metcalf's dad just made it about race because
it's been about race
saying,
the whole time.
You know, racist tropes like that and clearly showing how he and all those like crazy shots he was taking at the family personally. It's like you just open up a whole nother can of worms because now, in my opinion, you're showing your true colors and how you truly feel.
Exactly.
And obviously, you're extremely it's an extremely tragic situation that passed away, but the court system, he got 35 years, and now you're going out there and making these like and personal shots at the family. I believe honestly, saw these videos circulating last night. Maybe you have a different take. I literally thought. I didn't even think.
Our associate producer, I go, hey, is that a? And it was, no, but yeah, you're right.
All right, hold on, guys. Working on par with me. Hold on. All right, we back. Re-engage. Let's get it.
I go, hey, is that AI? And for a second, we're like, maybe.
What's
and
going
then
on,
we
Shinobi?
went online and it was real.
So
yeah, no, but yeah, you're right. I mean, this guy has every right to be upset about his dad. I mean, about his son dying, being killed, and everything. And you see it. You can see it in him, but it doesn't give you the right to be flat out racist. And that's really the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no other take you can make about what, you know, Austin Metcalf's dad said on this podcast.
And there was a gag order, by the way, for a good year since this happened. The judge put on this, so he couldn't talk about the case. Gag order was lifted, and I think he had been planning this for some time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, clearly this had all been like, you know, he has clearly wanted to say this from the beginning, and this has been bubbling up inside him, and just kind of a disgusting clip. It's like hard to watch. It makes me like cringe for him, for starters, because it's just like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, I guess everyone is entitled to speak however they want, but it's like now, dude, it's like you've really shown your true colors. Yeah. And whether that has anything to do with the case, I don't know, but it's definitely it shows how you truly feel about black people. And I couldn't believe it when I saw this. I really didn't think it was real, but crazy. And I guarantee you that this clip is going to blow up today. And
What's going on, New?
Sure we will see tons of people weigh in. I'm sure the Anthony family will respond. But I don't really have anything else to say about what was said on the podcast. Okay.
Move on.
You think we should move on? Okay. Nancy Guthrie, another really light story.
Now let's run that back.
She is. Verdict came out. He got 35 years in jail. We've since learned he's going to be appealing.
Because as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh, he's showing his true colors now."
The conviction and I would imagine the sentence. So that will all play out. But Austin Metcalf's dad broke his silence yesterday and in a podcast. It was a 3-hour podcast.
That nigga turned into Alex Jones, y'all. All right?
You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You son of a bitch.
Jinxed.
You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
That man had turned into Alex Jones. Let's go.
Sip podcast. Is
that what it's called? I've never heard of it before. And I'm not going to say I listened to all 3 hours of the podcast, but there have been some clips that have surfaced on Twitter from it. And Jeff says some, in my opinion, some pretty crazy stuff on the heels of the verdict. So do we want to just play it? We'll play the clip we have. This is a clip from the podcast. Jeff Metcalf.
This is what most people are talking about on Twitter right now. This is the most
the specific clip. Yes,
most focused on part. Yeah.
Fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of people that embarrass me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for everything else. I'm going to tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a and a coward. And you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You're supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest I've ever seen.
This man turned into GG33 and Alex Jones.
You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Hit the Cash App. Support the show. We're going to go deep on today's show. We're gonna see what Charleston White said, too. Let's go. We got the full thing for you guys. Let's get it.
Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral.
Nah, you ain't
I got a new
making it
name
up.
for
This is your true
Mello,
feeling.
okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon?
So now y'all see who's the problem in the family. And to believe that they sons don't reflect some of this shit when they get angry or mad or whatever. Hey. Hey.
How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
Well, so for all the
just 2 minutes.
For yeah.
What's going on, party? Do you see this atrociousness? You fuse Alex Jones and GG33, you'll get Austin Metcalf's dad. What's going on, Tyrone? Y'all come on in. Y'all support the show. Also, we got Myron crashing out over at Fatty's. Let's get it.
So for all the people, I also saw after this, he was like, tries talking about how he has forgiven him and does not sound like he has forgiven anyone for what happened to his son. But I mean, for all the people out there that were trying to say, this was a case, not a case about race. Well, Austin Metcalf's dad just made it about race, because saying, racist tropes like that and clearly showing how
I agree,
all those like crazy shots he was taking at the family personally, it's like you just open up a whole nother can of worms.
And then see, I think the case would have played out different if there wasn't a gag order on him. And see, the mother, she went silent. Like a real grieving parent. The mother had custody of them anyway. I heard the dad was like in and out of their life. He wasn't really there. He just wanted to pop up when some money came up. If you think your kids don't take on the patina of their parents, you are solely mistaken.
Because now, in my opinion, you're showing your
what's going on, Dollar Washer?
True colors and how you truly
my voice is fucked.
Feel. And obviously you're extremely upset and it's an extremely tragic situation that your son passed away, but the court system played out. He got 35 years, and now you're going out there and making these like racial comments and personal shots at the family. I couldn't believe, honestly, when I saw these videos circulating last night, maybe you have a different take, I literally thought it was AI. I didn't think it was real.
I asked Tony, our associate producer.
I never thought I'd be happy to hear Charleston White saying what he said.
And for a second, we're like, maybe. And then we went online and it was real.
So,
yeah, you're right. I mean, this guy has every right to be upset about his dad. I mean, about his son dying, being killed and everything. And you see it. You can see it in him. But it doesn't give you the right to be flat out racist, and that's really the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no other take you can make about what Austin Metcalf's dad said on this podcast.
And there was a gag order, by the way, for
right.
And shit is getting goofy because Charleston White said something about Austin Metcalf and was going in on his dad because I guess he was trying to help or whatever. And he wasn't moving, and he probably rejected the help. And then they were saying his lawyer set them up and railroaded the son. I guess he tried to give him a different lawyer. And then this comes out. Charleston White don't know whose side he want to be on.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Daddy? What's the matter, Daddy?
Y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. Support the stream. Nah, I mean. Everything and the family, yeah. Now this makes Carmelo seem like an angel. I agree with that. What's going on, Tampa?
What's the matter, Daddy?
Let's see what Charleston White said. He said he's glitching out. We gotta see.
A good year since this happened. The judge put on this, so he couldn't talk about the case. Gag order was lifted, and I think he had been planning this for some time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, clearly this had all been like, he has clearly wanted to say this from the beginning, and this has been bubbling up inside him, and just kind of a disgusting clip. It's like hard to watch. It makes me like cringe for him, for starters, because it's just like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, I guess everyone is entitled to speak however they want, but it's like now, dude, it's like you.
My favorite character, I do love Ramza, but let me see if I can remember. Is it Beowulf or Orlando? Hold on. Hold on. I beat it too. I want to do a second play around because I want to turn Ramza into an Onion Knight and a Dark Knight. I think War of the Lions is better than Evilise Chronicles. Hold on. I do like Balthier. Balthier is awesome in War of the Lions and Cloud. Let me see. Yeah, Orlando. I like Orlando. Orlando's my favorite. Construct 8 is dope. Malia is dope too. I like Cloud. That dragon that turns into that girl, she's dope too. And like I said, Balthier. All right. Let's get back into it.
Really shown your true colors.
Yeah.
And whether that has anything to do with the case, I don't know, but it's definitely it shows how you truly feel about black people. And I couldn't believe it when I saw this. I really didn't think it was real, but crazy. And I guarantee you that this clip is going to blow up today, and I am sure we will see tons of people weigh in. I'm sure the Anthony family will respond, but I don't really have anything else to say about what was said on the podcast. Okay,
move on.
And he's speaking too quick because now this might change how people feel about the appeal. POV. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's the parents' fault. Yeah, now you can support Carmelo Anthony in jail. He got his P.O. box number. He got a JPay. You know, if I can find it, I'll put it up so you guys, if you guys want to support him, you know. Now let's see how confused Charleston White is, and then let's see we can catch something. Let's see.
Off the Carmelo Anthony case, I ain't putting no money toward that boy. His daddy too goddamn weak for me. I don't like a weak dad ain't willing to die, kill, or go to jail for nothing. That just want some bills paid. Carmelo, my heart go out to you if you ever see this video one day. I'd rather stand with the Jeff Metcalf than I would with Carmelo's daddy. This weak, dockside, and conservative. I ain't standing with no weak-ass black man. I'm off the case. I'm sending the money back. Go get them weak-ass crump here. I'm out.
Now, as y'all see, man, after all the hard work and everything Charleston White did to fight for Carmelo Anthony, he has officially announced that he is off the case. He say that Carmelo Anthony's dad is not strong enough to go against what is coming at him, and he would rather stand with Austin Metcalf's dad. Now that gotta be a hard pill to swallow for Carmelo Anthony's dad, because Charleston White did come through and he started using his voice and his platforms to fight for Carmelo Anthony when his father didn't even fight for him. So it is kind of like, you know, but then I understand the father's point of view, because maybe he feel like, you know, he's paranoid. He see what they could do to people and with our color, and he probably don't want to fall victim to them. But at the end of the day, Charleston White did work hard And I need you to hit that like button, man, because we finna get deep into why Carmelo Anthony's dad told Charleston White to pipe down, and that flamed Charleston White up and made him say what he said. Now let's see what Charleston White had to say to make his dad say all that.
You seen the
we catch the Uber, how long we get there? Come home. Listen, we got bad ass black soul food body. I'm like 2 of them now. I'm over soul food. I go change clothes, get a little chilly.
It is getting chilly.
I think we bought water.
It's not. What? It's not. Hold on, what was
What up, degenerate?
What's this?
Yep.
They about to close.
Damn. Breaking news. Breaking motherfucking news. I'm sorry to have to announce. I'm sorry that I have to announce. I am stepping away from the Carmelo Anthony family. I am removing myself from the Carmelo Anthony's case. I am no longer involved with the family. And here's why. I'm not getting in bed with Black Lives Matter. I'm not getting in bed with Benjamin Crump. I'm not getting in bed with Dominique Alexander. And I'm not playing for money to pay people bills. This money is going to the Boys Appeal. The rest of the money goes back to the donors. The rest of the money goes back to the donors. I was starting to feel like I was being used for my influence and my connections and resources. When I tell you we raised over $1 million one day, privately, quietly. They wanted to start another GoFundMe. I said, no, I'm not doing the GoFundMe. They wanted to know, after we pay for the pill, will the money go to them? No. The extra money don't go back to you. It goes back to the people who gave it. It don't go to nothing else. The money is for the pill. So, going forward, I am no longer walking with nor associated or helping Carmelo Anthony. His daddy in the way.
Now he gets punched into it.
I don't like weak. I hate weak men. I'd rather stand with a strong daddy like that Metcalf man than his black weak father trying to play victim. Now, nigga, your son's still living. Hug him, send him some books to read. I got the money, let's start to work on the pill. Anything else don't make sense. Nigga, fucking wrong with you. So, myself, along with criminal defense mitigation specialist, Shannon Ross, along with attorney Mitch Nolte, we are removing ourselves. Mitch was never on the case, but Mitch said he's not taking the case. Mitch said he's not taking the case. Why? Too many hands involved. They're trying to bring too many black lawyers involved. We don't need blackness.
What's going on, UFO?
We need righteousness. We need righteousness. We don't need blackness. So the daddy done rubbed me the wrong way. Nigga, when I got an email from Mitch Nolte, one of the top attorneys,
said they knew he was cooked.
He never forwarded to me. But if Mitch ain't in, and Mitch won't get in, and Mitch won't take it, it's something stinky about this. And I'm telling the nigga, say, homie, everybody believe you playing for the money, nigga. And I'm starting to believe you using me for it. You want to get the money, but then disassociate yourself from me? Nigga, I'm here for that boy. I'm here for your son, nigga. And if this money don't go directly to your son's appeal, you don't get this money. We sent it back. We're sending it back, nigga. Nah, nigga, we ain't, nah. Y'all go live in the, go live up on the bridge.
Ironic,
Go
right?
try for food stamp welfare.
And then
But
look,
you ain't getting
Austin's
this money.
dad going at it.
This money going for that baby's appeal. And if you bring any other race-baiting lawyer into it, nah, how y'all doing? He ain't like what he look like. Yes, sir. Okay.
My thing is too, and this go for any black person. Let's just say you're gonna take the race bait angle. If you're gonna attempt to do it, at least do it right. At least do it right without making us look secondhand look stupid and getting your point across, you know? Do it right. I'm a proponent. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Even if it's bad. Just do it right. Execution.
Yeah. So, I'm not in it for the money. Long before this internet thing, I've been working with children, helping children like criminal residents, helping children like, yeah. So now, I hate to have to make this, but when it's right is right. And if we're doing an appeal, the money goes to appeal, not house bills. Not house bills.
And Charleston knows that, UFO, you know?
Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be in the comments like I told you it wasn't gonna last a week. And yeah, man, get in the comments and just go ahead and tear it off. But once I start doing my research, everybody that didn't see the Carmelo Anthony family interview, check this out. I think this is why Charleston White did what he did, man.
What a jury found his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murderer. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself. And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury and made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury.
And see, they don't look like a ghetto, black trash, fucked up family, but the other family, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is, you know, optics, man.
I know they had their minds made up already. So, I mean, really wasn't much I could say to change their mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional.
Well, they said all the money went to the lawyer. But people are saying otherwise, you know, Party? So. And then you got a lot of people, I mean, I'll hear the argument. You got a lot of people saying that the dad is justified in saying what the hell he said. There's a lot of niggas that you know, that believe he was right in this justification. But let's see as we go along. Maybe, you know, I might be wrong. I could be wrong, y'all. Saying the dad's showing his true colors.
We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
1 second, I'll be right back. Y'all please hit the like button, hit the cash app, support the show. Let's go.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news all last year, he was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
He says the threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they wanted.
After they still got what they want, they still want us dead. I can see. You see, I go look at my phone. People want us dead. They want our family dead.
And now they're preparing to appeal.
They did a number on us.
A judicial process they believe wronged them.
We didn't get justice. A lot of things that were missed that should have been handled a certain way. However, we couldn't say anything. We did what was instructed. We was told So we just did what we was told.
Ken Molestina, CB.
Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be in the comments like I told you it wasn't gonna last a week. And yeah, man, get in the comments and just go ahead and tear it off. But once I start doing my research, everybody that didn't see the Carmelo Anthony family interview, check this out. I think this is why Charleston White did what he did, man.
So you guys never had access to the 700,000. The lawyers got the 700,000, and you guys got nothing. So you couldn't fire the lawyers when we brought in Mitch Nolte because it halfway through by.
You said they're a black suburban family, I believe, Kuda. Yeah, I know they are, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that still doesn't change how both sides, black or white, still look at them as ghetto trash. So Party said the dad ain't wrong. All right, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, let's get further into it. I might have jumped the gun. That's what I was saying, you know. But he is showing his true colors, you know. I feel you. And they said there was a gag order on him, so he was suppressed. And like I said, I think if that gag order wasn't on him, this might have played out a little bit different, or people might have showed a little bit less sympathy towards him, you know? Okay, you guys say you don't blame Austin's dad at all. Okay. Watermelon felon. Probably Party. Yeah, I think the instigators and people outside are doing a lot of damage. Some might say Charleston White is also, but he is stepping in and helping more than Jesse Jackson, rest in peace, or Al Sharpton.
6-7 months ago, we tried to bring in Mitch Nolte and criminal defense mitigation specialist Shannon Ross. And your attorney advised you not to have a mitigation specialist, which could have brought up the Metcalf brothers' violent history. But because you didn't have a mitigating specialist to bring in the mitigating factors, no mitigating factors or circumstances were projected into this trial. I guarantee you we win hands down on appeal, so I'm putting the $75,000 up. I'm arranging interview money for you and your family to have at least $30,000 by Saturday so you can live, because they just shut down the account once the attorneys got the money, right? So you logged onto the account this morning, and now you no longer see anything because the attorneys have been paid and you are now left on your own. Yes, sir. How did you get the medicine how did you get the money to get Carmelo's seizure medicine?
Oh damn, you got seizure.
My wife found the RX coupon. I have $30,000 in your pocket by Saturday. I got $10,000 scheduled for you Friday. I'll be in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas Friday. I have $10,000 for you and your family Friday.
He is a flip flopper, but he does put in the work though. I can't get mad at Charleston, you know. And then the internet is so quick, you know. Shout out to Sigma in the building. You know, he may have jumped the gun. But Austin dad on his ass, you know. Hey. But it's the whole thing been about race, degenerate. You did? They were just trying to throw it under the rug. Yeah. This generation, though, Party, is Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter picked up where they left off, ambulance chasing. Watermelon felon is light work. I would have said so. I know you would have said some crushing shit. Have people laughing at shit they shouldn't be laughing at.
Thank you so much. Oh, you didn't get justice, but you and your family got peace. Y'all got peace for a year. And that lady, Sarah Fields,
Say, homie, this ain't about race, so I ain't gonna say race. This is about bullying. This is about bullying. And nobody's more of a bully than a white boy, a white man with his ideology, a homosexual, and a stud, and a white woman who can't see her evil. Nobody is a more bully than those people. Wow, that's what they do. That's what they're known to do throughout history. White people have never been kind to other people. They was mean to each other before they got over here. But all white people ain't bad. Why? I ain't never met a bunch of bad white people. So when I saw all white jewelry, I called you and told you, have no fear. White people ain't that bad. I had faith in that all white jewelry, didn't I? Didn't I, man? Listen, I feel horrible because I tried to strengthen your faith with my faith in white people, homie. I told you, man, that white jewelry go do right by us. I told you that, homie, and I believed it. I feel foolish. I feel stupid for even calling you, trying to make you believe what I believe. Because I really believe that, fam.
So Austin's dad damn near made him have to 100% side with Carmelo's dad. He not retracting neither. He just said that he moved too weak for him. You know?
I went against my own people trying to convince black people
Get the
white
lights
people
up,
is
y'all.
good, homie. Only to look like a fool in such a case. It's hard to defend. It's hard to defend what we see, homie. When they defend the...
Yeah, I mean, you got, who he hang out with? Aiden Ross, you know?
Chinese man. George Floyd laid on the ground, homie.
Boys and girls, stop right there. They had me to believe, based on Sarah and all my Republican friends and the white media, and even some black people, they had me to believe that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, I said his stance is going to change after the dad said what he said. So, I think it's going to come out in these clips. I got something else for y'all, too. All right? 14 to 16 people in the building. Let's get the likes up, y'all. The likes are free, man. Let's go.
Carmelo Anthony woke up that morning and took a knife to school with the intention on defending himself from a bully. If that was the case, he's dead wrong, and that's what I believe. So I was adamant about, no, he took a knife to school. That's premeditated. You cannot be in fear and in danger and not tell nobody and take a weapon with the anticipation of hurting. You can't do that. You surely can't do it to the school. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons how you can prove he didn't bring a knife to school. They didn't charge him with a weapon. They would have stacked those charges on him had he brought the knife to school, and the police did not charge him with having a weapon on school grounds, which is a federal law and a state law. They would have stacked that on top of the murder rather than enhancing the charges. Come on, Sarah, I went to Texas Wesleyan now. Dr. Greg Goulion and Dr. Linton. I made the dean's list now. This is documented. I made the dean's list. I was going to law school before I started my youth organization, creating youth programs and curriculums to help teach inside the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. And by the way, Sarah, I used to also teach and train the United States Department of Homeland Security Human Trafficking Division at Eastfield Police Training Academy by way of Special Agent Keith Owens, who now is an adjunct professor at UTA. I used to teach that for the Homeland Security. It's all documented, but it's not about me. It's not about me, Sarah. It's not about me. So listen to me. So they didn't charge him with the weapon. So the gorilla in the line have scared this sheep. He's looking at the baboon for help. The baboon is afraid of these guys. All the monkeys and all the animals in this jungle is afraid of this silverback gorilla in this line. You know why? Because they are experts in trained jiu-jitsu. They come to school high on fentanyl. This is white people's George Floyd, by the way. Austin Metcalf is white people's George Floyd. He really died of a fentanyl overdose
because the autopsy said he had fentanyl in his system, steroid use. He was just cycling off because he's off of football, but during football season, Austin is steroiding up, buddies. His dad said they excelled in every sport. So with their physical abilities and capabilities and strength, based on what they teach you in the license to carry classes, the CHL gun classes, anybody bigger than you can boom, 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 boom. Body size is a form of a weapon under the law. They were two extremely big guys who were, nigga, go in the bedroom with your sister and your girl then. There are two bigger guys who are trained and skilled in mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, that can severely hurt you and you. Steroids, fentanyl, anger issues, abusive dad. You bring that trauma to school with you, you take it out on the football field, but you have a reputation of bullying people from, I think, about the 4th grade, these Austin twin brothers. So you can't just fight one, you have to fight two. But that's why this is a package deal. So 2 men approach you, bigger than size. You mean to tell me you don't have the right to defend yourself?
So there y'all have it, man. I just broke it down for y'all with these clips. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on it, man. Was Charleston White wrong? Was you one of the people that was in the comments that was saying that Charleston White was going to turn on him in less than a week? If you was, you correct, man. And I'm giving you permission to get on my ass, man, because I ain't know, man.
Hey, yo, pause. Chill, Stingy K. Chill. Relax. All right, let's see what other people are saying. We got urban politicians. Let's see what my brother's saying right quick. Give me 1 second.
I want to say this to the Metcalf parents. If I
This stuff is rolling out as we're live, so
I ask for your forgiveness. Forgive me. I was in my feelings, I was in my emotions, and I was in my own ideology.
all right, so now he backtracks. Okay, see? We put the pieces together, y'all. Let's go. We getting somewhere.
I want to say this to the Metcalf parents. If I have said anything that hurt you, I ask for your forgiveness.
Yeah. Let's see if we're gonna backtrack after this.
Forgive me. I was in my feelings, I was in my emotions, and I was in my own ideology at that moment. And with that being said, I want to talk to the father, not the mother. When I look at this situation, the absence of the mother in front of the camera lets me know that's a grieving mother. And I want to tell you, Mr. Metcalf, I have no quarrels with you, sir. I initially agreed with you, as I do still agree with you. I did my best. I did my best. I heard you say it, and I made a call without hearing you say it. This is not about race. You have every right to be angry.
You're Anthony. You're a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you?
Oh, true colors, man. This nigga gonna start a podcast.
What's the matter, Daddy? What's the matter, Daddy?
Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. He's the only one in your family without it. I guess that's something to brag. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such a little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did. You want to talk about stolen land? Yeah, that starts here. We were here before y'all were. They took all our land and put us on a reservation.
This is funny.
They just brought you guys over on a boat. Charleston White, you look like a crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around.
Coward like you, boy. I want to challenge you to a boxing match. Short. I would like to fight you on Aiden Ross brand risk. About a week ago, Aiden Ross told me whenever I'm ready to fight again, I can come fight. I want to fight Austin Metcalf, Dad, on brand risk or in a UFC fight match. I want to fight you, boy. Go on, and do I need to go on?
Back and forth.
I know too much about you. You know everything about me, and I know everything about you. Why? We're both Republican Party members of Texas. That's why you say, oh yeah, Charleston, he's one of the smart.
Charleston White, you look like a crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around. Ooh.
You got it right. But I ain't a smart nigga. I'm just an ignorant playing smart. I ain't no smart. I'm an ignorant if nothing else. I've stood over a white man and watched him die. That make me ignorant. Boss, I'm the nigga that slave catch you, boy. You think I'm one of you? I'm a house nigga. Yes, sir, boss. Let me show you. And I run fast. I'm a slave catcher. I ain't no abolitionist. I ain't no I'm a free slave. I want you on the plantation, nigga. You act better. You act better on the plantation.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UP TV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Clownston White has jumped out there and shown everybody in 24 hours how he will flip-flop, and he is fully subscribed to the mindset of go viral or die.
All right, that's the narrative.
Trying once again. Now, with this situation, Carmelo Anthony being found guilty, sent to 35 years in prison. It has had a major conversation happening online. As y'all seen, Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, is, as he said, taking the gag order off and let everybody know how he feel in real time. We did
White versus White,
name right there. As if y'all seen, he turned it into some, well, let's turn this into a brand risk boxing match. Let's do this. Let's get in the ring together. And he's shouting out Aiden Ross in a time like this right now. But then he goes on the other side, as he had another video talking about, yeah, man, I'm finna put up $75K for the family for his appeal and the defense and everything of that nature. I'm gonna get on the phone with the father so we get the first interview on Say Cheese. But the family already did multiple interviews. They went on Breakfast Club, they went on CBS and somewhere else and did interviews since they have given the verdict on the case. So who are you really talking to? This is nothing more than him grifting and showing y'all how disrespectful he is. And that's what I'm talking about, because this is a guy that is being pushed and promoted on platforms like he's doing this for the black community, like this is here to help the people, like he's this guy for Carmelo. Then he goes on another thing y'all heard right there. We need to go back into slavery. I'm gonna speak up for Carmelo, but hey, I'm the one that'll tell on y'all. I'm the one that'll tell that y'all was running away. Y'all act better when y'all on the plantation anyway. I'm the one that killed the white man before. I stood over a white man before. No, you didn't. You told on your own partners. You manipulated your partner, gave your partner the gun when y'all was teenagers, because you know you got the little mind game, the little manipulation tactic in the way that you talk and stuff. Hey, I get him to shoot somebody, and then once it got real, I'm gonna send y'all up the river and save myself. This dude is all over the place, man. Now, I just keep telling y'all that. I'm going to cover it because it's trending online. It's trending on Twitter as they are going back and forth. This is all part of his gimmick and his antics. Let me connect myself to the trending topic so I can make these blogs. This is how he make his money. This dude is not speaking for us at all. This is all for self, using the fake big words and the things that people who don't know no better, they think he's highly educated. I don't. I ain't never heard nothing from him I didn't already know. He ain't never came and put me on nothing. Some of y'all might be amused and think that this dude is super intellectual because he changing his voice and using certain words, and then he be saying the most incorrect stuff, but y'all don't have the information and y'all don't go look it up. He just says rage bait things and y'all like it, but whatever with that. But for you to go down this low and use this family's time where they at their lowest
and jump back and forth, play both sides when it first happened. Yeah, man, go ahead and lock him up. Go ahead and send him away. Then come back with, nah, we gonna change that up, and then come back and change it up again. Then I'm gonna go back and play these sides for content. Like, bro, what is really happening now? And as far as Austin Metcalf's father, I want to come speak on that again as well as I dropped the other video. Hey, he's keeping it real. Y'all want to act like this is not a racial conversation, like it wasn't never about race. Anybody that told me that, I'm looking at you crazy. Why do y'all want to run from the truth in this country? We all live here. Everything, this is America, y'all. It just is what it is. You deal with it, you accept it, you move accordingly. If it don't apply, let it fly. But guess what? It will apply to you, because you will get woke up one day like it ain't that. You let it be known that it's always a thing out here in this country, the history of it. Hundreds and hundreds of years works off of racism. His pops got on there and gave y'all all them talking points that a racist uses and the way that a racist moves. Also thinking that he's superior. That's just what that is. Nah, it's crazy because he's contradicting this conversation of the type of person he is, where Carmelo, from what everybody else said, hey, he shouldn't have said, gave nobody a warning, touch me and see what happened. But he's on that rant, y'all. When you watch the full rant, come over here, I'm ready for y'all, and y'all gonna see what's happening. Get in my lane, I'll run you over. That's what he pressing with online right
guilty
now.
Of the same
Jumping
shit.
all the way out there. And as I said before, y'all can fake it, y'all can hate it, y'all can act like it's not true. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, if a bigger black kid goes up to any other race of kid in a football stands at a track meet and tells him, hey, you got to get up out this seat. He says, well, hey, bro, I know bro right here. Like, I know somebody that's under this tent. It's raining out there right now. I don't care. Get out there in the rain. And the kid said, nah, bro, I'm not moving. They go back and forth. Hey, bro, if you touch me, it's going to get real. If that was any other kid that was not black talking to a bigger black kid, everybody would say, hey, the black kid was bullying them, bro. So y'all can sit up here and run from the truth and act like that ain't how the world works, how we perceived and how we not granted the same opportunities and granted the same decorum as other people. That's fine, bro. I'm not trying to force you to change your mind, but it is what it is. I'm not going to get on my platform and sugarcoat it for y'all either. And then, like I said, the prosecutor came on there and they asked the prosecutor direct, do you think that he intended to kill Austin Metcalf? The prosecutor said, well, you'll have to ask him about that. How are you the prosecutor and you saying that he intended to kill, but then you go in the interview and say you didn't know? You would have to ask him, oh, I just know he stabbed him in the chest, though. Come on, dog. Why we ain't saw the video yet? They know what they got going on, bro. It's a reason why bro went from the courthouse all the way to the prison yard and had his everything, the whole process in less than 24 hours. It's something going on there. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I'm not the expert. I don't have all the information because they didn't put all the information on public display when they didn't have the cameras there. But I told y'all, this is the world we live in. Disagree or agree, right, wrong, or indifferent, different opinions and feelings about the case. But you better know it's 1,000% about race. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.
All right, shout outs to urban politicians. All right. Yeah, the nigga wake up call, yep. Hold on, guys. So yeah, they're saying that you gotta take you gotta take heed to whose side you're taking. You know? All right. Shout out to introverted rock star. Let's see what other people are saying. And we're gonna we're gonna go in on Myron a little bit. See what he's talking about over on Fatty's show. Because he got Frank castled off of Fatty's show, him and Andrew. So see what led up to that. Hopefully they didn't edit it, because Fatty does like to edit things to make it sway one way. I was gonna go over it last night, but I was tired, y'all. My voice was gone. And I'm still tired and my voice is killing me. Y'all can please support the show. I'm gonna grab some tea after.
Hey, you already know, on this channel, we hold this racist system accountable, because if we don't...
Now, Introverted Rockstar be doing way too much, so kind of really don't mind half of what he's saying, because a lot of this shit is race baiting. And as much as an easy alley-oop it is for content creators and people that run with the racist shit, they still get it wrong.
Who will? And if you don't like it, get to stepping, because it ain't gonna stop. Now run the tape.
So again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of was introduced in the trial where they went to. All
right, y'all get the likes up before we go any further. Let's get the likes up. Let's take a look at the poll. Shout outs to everybody that voted. Who's hurting their own image the most right now? Majority of you guys said 45% Austin's dad. 36 says Carmelo Anthony's supporters. Now 50% says Austin's dad. 33% says Carmelo supporters. 0% says commentators. 17% says the media. Let's keep the poll going. I got some more polls coming. Pause. Let's go.
Like the coach, the other 4 walked directly to Carmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Carmelo backed out the canopy. He looked one way.
This back and forth about to have this summer lit.
Looked to the left and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is a video that was presented to us. This is the questions that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Carmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Carmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Carmelo got it there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Several people have claimed that additional video footage exists in the Carmelo Anthony case that has not been publicly released. Some believe the footage could provide more context about what happened and may differ from certain witness accounts presented in court. Make that make sense. And like I always say, in the words of Johnny Taylor, they running out of lies, getting hard to think of an alibi. See them saxophones starting to get louder and louder because it all makes sense now, bro. That trial lasted 7 to 8 days because they know eventually the real footage will come out. And if I'm lying, in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. The Metcalf family, look, they ran straight to the media after the stabbing, bro, because they wanted to control the narrative. They wanted to cover up the truth, but we'll talk about that later on in this video. So before I spaz out, the father, Jeff Metcalf,
they had Carmelo in I don't know what type of clothing he had. That nigga looked like he just got out the Matrix.
They stopped pretending like he was a Christian, and now he's showing his true colors. Man, run the tape.
Kayla, you drunk? What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You're supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? So don't complain when shit doesn't go your way, when you don't do anything about it. Don't bitch because Trump's president because you didn't vote. You're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because
Elon done became the world's first trillionaire with SpaceX, y'all.
he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you.
The free shit we give you.
You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled.
Since the beginning of the case, Jeff Metcalf has continued to publicly criticize Carmelo Anthony's family, while Carmelo's family has largely focused on the legal proceedings and appeal process. Make that make sense. And in the words of Jackie Neal, see our love keeps growing higher. That's the way we roll. Mr. Jeff, you will never get to feel that family love again, and that's why you're really mad. Your sons spanked you and broke your arm. Your ex-wife, she hates your stinking guts. Your son was a bully and it cost him. You're a...
Them niggas got a fucking Metal Gear Solid background. So, y'all, you a twin? You fought your dad and possibly won? Sound like Liquid Snake.
Long. Your hairline's uneven. You look dusty. Nah, for real. Your son, Austin Metcalf, was a criminal just like you. And you can say whatever you want to say about Carmelo and his family. At least he gets to talk to his family. At least Carmelo still gets to see his family. And if you feel like I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. See, the Metcalf family, they may not be in the physical prison, but from what I see, that mental and spiritual prison they going through is kicking their ass. Matter of fact, let's travel back in time right quick. Check this out. Collin County, like many areas in Texas during the Jim Crow era, existed during a time when Black Americans often faced racial discrimination in the courts, exclusion from juries, and unequal treatment under the law. Historical records also show that Black defendants sometimes face threats from hostile mobs gathered outside jails and courthouses, raising concerns about whether justice was applied fairly. Make that make sense. And ain't it crazy how the more things change, the more they stay the same. And in the words of the main ingredient, everybody plays the fool sometime. There's no exception to the rule. It's crazy. These people still think they can fool us, bruh. Talking about it's not about race. What you talking about, Willis? If it's not about race, why did everybody in Collin County lie on Carmelo Anthony? If it's not about race, why did the trial only last for 7 to 8 days? If it's not about race, why did Carmelo's attorneys, bro, Toby Shook and Mike Howard? Why didn't they talk about Carmelo being jumped in the footage that all the new witnesses are talking about? I can go on and on, bro. See, Collin County is the same county that allowed a mob of Caucasian men, a mob of white men to break inside their jail just to unalive a black man, bro. And no one was ever punished. No one was ever arrested. So you telling me it's not about race? I keep telling y'all, bro, with these people, the game is always cold. Many major criminal cases have a gap between the verdict and sentencing, sometimes lasting weeks or even months. That's why some observers were surprised that Carmelo Anthony was reported convicted and sentenced on the same day. A timeline that is less common in high-profile cases that draw widespread public attention. Make that make sense. And y'all already know, bro, before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Look, let's break this thing down and use our common sense. This happened back in 2025 at a high school track meet. Now you telling me none of those kids during the incident and after the incident recorded anything, bro? No reactions or anything? These kids go to sleep with their phone, bro. They go to the bathroom with their phone, bro. They eat with their phone, bro. If I'm lying in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. And then the Metcalf family, the same day, the day after all that, bro, they went to every media outlet, bro, to control the narrative, man. They tried to cover up the truth from the jump, bro. And look, this how I know I'm not tripping. You got Caucasian people in Texas calling out their own people. You got Caucasian people in Texas calling out the racism in Texas, man. Because Collin County is a sundown county, man. And they think that they can run the same play over and over and over again. But guess what? It's 4th down and 5, and we calling the blitz. If you know, you know. See, eventually, that footage is going to come out. That video will come out, bro, and it's going to be all over social media. That's why they rushed that case, man. Because they know the real video hasn't been shown to everybody yet. But it's coming. I promise you. So look. During all this chaos, y'all, don't get mad because I keep telling y'all that ancestors don't sleep. I'm out, bro. But before I go, here's another witness. Run the tape.
Hello, Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they ask if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Carmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Carmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Carmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Carmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Carmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his
Man,
hood.
what the fuck happened? This shit sound like it's a Royal Rumble. What the hell, he buried?
He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Carmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video...
Shit, he probably could have said he didn't stab him at this point.
Do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down? That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video. Because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Carmelo was only 5'8", 130-something pounds, and Austin and Hunter Metcalf were 6'1", 220-something pounds. So for people to say that he should have used his hands, people can die from fights, from people using their hands. And that's all I'm going to say for right now.
All right, we getting reactions to the watermelon felon. I keep trying to play this video. All right, hit the Cash App, guys. Get the likes up. Your boy Elon is a trillionaire. I don't think they're against each other, but we're going to see this. I didn't get a chance to watch this fully. You know, Charleston White and Anton is cool. But as you can see, and we're gonna get into Myron and the Fatty situation, because that's probably what they were talking about. And Fantastic was over there cooning, so I've heard. Charleston backtracking in less than 24 hours.
Yo, C, I'm on a live stream. What's going on, big dog?
Oh, man, I'm in the closet crying. Homie, we got this kid is innocent. I've been with this family since day one.
Yesterday, Anton Daniels did a stream on the Millionaire Morning Show.
Yeah,
while
party.
he was
They shouldn't
discussing
have that much
on the
power.
stream at a certain point, towards the middle of it or towards the last 1/3 of the show, there was a call in from Brother Charleston White. Now, this was very emotional and, well,
they wouldn't even let the fact that these two white boys, 6-something, almost 200 pounds, are trained mixed martial artists. You got one on one side. These boys are bar hand destroyers. The one he killed broke his daddy collarbone. These kids have a reputation of sexual misconduct, drugs, alcohol, guns. They are terrifying.
Let's look at that situation with Mr. Carmelo Anthony. Now, he was at a track and meet. He did run track. In fact, he was the captain of the track team and the football team. And he was inside of the other team's tent, largely because his own school did not have a tent. Now, what happened was the Metcalf brothers, Austin and his twin brother, confronted him, asked him to lead a tent. This is where Carmelo Anthony had the knife, and he says, listen, well, if you touch me, you'll find out. And so now what happened is Austin Metcalf put his hands on Carmelo Anthony first. What they said is, because Carmelo Anthony said, touch me and find out, that he was welcoming the person to touch him. Okay, this is what they're saying. And the prosecution would also say that just because he was pushed, it did not warrant he was stabbed. Now, Charleston White is making a very good argument here. He's saying that both of these brothers are 6 foot, 200 pound, trained mixed martial arts men. Now, I do know Austin Metcalf was like an all-league linebacker, had a 3.97 GPA. So, I mean, he might have been going to play some level of college football. So Carmelo Anthony is like, what, 5'8", 130. So the prosecution is saying that if he was pushed, he should have been pushed back. Well, the problem with that is that if he pushes back and you got two guys or other guys around him, there's no way he can win the fight, especially if these guys are trained mixed martial artists. Okay, not only that, they said the Austin Metcalf had previously fractured his own father's collarbone. I'm not sure about that. And he also talked about histories involving drugs, alcohol, and behavioral issues, things that I cannot confirm. But again, Charleston White does live in this area, so he could have this knowledge. He would also go on to say this.
They said he wasn't supposed to be under that tent. He had every right to be under that tent. He was just under the same tent last week with these same kids. You know who wasn't at the tent? The Metcalf brothers. Why? They were the ones suspended. So that's why the narrative come in saying Carmelo was suspended. He wasn't supposed to be on the tent. No, the Metcalf brothers were suspended a week prior. That's why when they showed up, they hadn't seen
Everybody else was comfortable with being there, except the two bullies who scare everybody.
Now, if you can remember, Charleston White was against Mr. Carmelo Anthony. He has changed his mind, all right? And ever since then, he's been an avid supporter of Mr. Carmelo Anthony. Now, he said that prior to this week, Carmelo Anthony's team also didn't have a tent set up. Carmelo Anthony stayed in the tent or was in the tent the week before. Now, there is some information that he provides that the Metcalf twins were suspended a week prior. I'm not sure about that, but that even though it was not Carmelo Anthony's home tent, he did not necessarily have to leave. What I did not hear is that Carmelo Anthony was in the tent. He was bothering people in the tent. He was causing commotion in the tent. He never did any of that. All right. So that's what we know so far. Then,
how can a kid?
That wasn't his intent. I'm confused now also. All right, y'all hit the Cash App. Please support the show. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Have a murder case, and he never stood up to kill anybody. He stood up out of fear and ran. Well, where did he run to? Directly to the arms of a school teacher with tears in his eyes.
All right, now this is the problem that I think a lot of folks had with Anton, which is what Anton Daniels likes to do is to paint everything with a broad brush. And when you paint everything with a broad brush, and you guys know what I mean when I say that, it's the culture. The culture is trash. The culture is this. The culture is that. And that's what he did for Cyrus Carmick Belton. Anton Daniels would do the same thing here for this guy. The issue is this kid never had a premeditation to kill, according to Charleston White. These
niggas the Paul brothers.
Something that I could believe. I mean, you're a kid with a 3.79 GPA, you're running track, you're probably gonna get some level of a track scholarship, whether it's D2, D3, you're gonna get something. And you have a 3.79 GPA, what person wants to throw it away? What person wants to throw it? Nobody wants to throw that away. Also, after the attack, he also felt sorry for the boy. Then came the heart.
Every police report that they got said this kid had tears with empathy and compassion. But this is what I'm saying, and I sit in this closet to hide my tears from myself. I stood in front of black people, and I stood in front of that family. And I looked in their eyes and I told them one of the best thing they could have did was gave us all white jewelry.
Now, this is probably incorrect because the jury was not all white. I believe they had some people on the jury that were white. But what we do know is there was no blacks on the jury. But his reasoning was because Frisco, Texas is a rich area. He felt that if you could put these good people, teachers, nurses, and medical professions, they would have a sense of human compassion and would not choose to collectively ruin a young boy's life. Here's the sad part, that Charleston White will get his Negro wake-up call. And I know he's being serious on the stream and that he is an entertainer, but this is important for all of us to know, family. This is an important thing. You got to understand this. When you are black and you live in a let's say mixed area. I mean, it's not like it's DeSoto, but you live in an area where largely you're outnumbered, okay? And this is what I have found, and I don't want anybody to be upset with me, but this is what I have found. When you live in a place, Frisco, Texas, nice area, you can have no mistakes. For the most part, no mistakes as a minority, especially if you are black. Zero mistakes. It's kind of just like me living in a foreign country. When I lived in Poland, no mistakes, all right? When anything happens and it's problematic, here is effectively what happens. You are judged more harshly when something goes wrong. Everything is okay when things are cool. When something goes wrong, now you look bad. And Charleston White felt that because they were to look at him with some level of compassion because he was a young kid. No, okay? That's not gonna always be true. You can't afford to have these kind of issues. And even though I don't think it was an issue, I think that he was trying to at least defend himself or scared, but they're gonna look at the opportunity. Could he have left? Could he have walked away? Things like that. Once that somebody dies, you're gonna be judged more harshly. Somebody gotta take accountability for that with other races. That's how other races look at it. Okay, see, for us, that's how we look at it as blacks, but other races don't look at it like that.
He said, why? Because you can't make me believe 12 white people hearts would be so cold at one time. Because I know how they get the jury pool. They get teachers, they get nurses, they get doctors, they get people who have compassionate spirits. I wouldn't believe in my heart and my mind that white people are that evil. So I told black people, man, they ain't finna do that.
Now, you said that when people look at other people, like Trayvon's Martin case, it's okay to have a hard issue.
War Master. Shout outs to War Master in the building. We got Austin Metcalf's dad, War Master, and shout outs to Elon Musk for becoming a trillionaire. We got Austin Metcalf's dad turning it into GG33 and Alex Jones all mixed into one. So we got to see if everybody say he's going scorched earth. Damn, even Tommy going off on this shit. Wow. Rumble is crazy, y'all. I don't know. A lot of people are flip-flopping. I mean, I don't know. The news that we're receiving is back and forth. It's so weird. With the hypotheticals, Charleston on that powder. So is the dad. Shit, at this point.
Towards Carmelo Anthony. But then once somebody like Trayvon Martin passed away, oh, he deserved it. And I think a lot of people felt like that. This is one of the reasons why you have Black Lives Matter. And this is something that we got to understand as black people. A lot of folks don't like this because a lot of us feel like, oh, because we have made it, we have arrived. Oh, okay. Well, then it's different now. It ain't different. It's not different. You're still black, okay? You gotta always understand that. You are largely still black, okay? Now, the next point.
I sit in silence. How can I defend any white person when every time they kill, they find a justification for it? Trayvon Martin didn't have no weapon. White people don't feel the same about George Zimmerman that they do about the kid Carmelo Anthony.
Now, he said that because of the public hostility surrounding the case, that if Carmelo Anthony were acquitted, that he would be shot. That the family had to relocate 8 times within 2 years to escape this continuous tracking. Now, he also said that he bought Carmelo Anthony
on Fatties. You can tell that nigga got some new teeth. He got some veneers. Cause shit. What's going on, Terrell? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's showing his true colors, and then you have everybody like, you know, well, he was getting, you know, they had a gag order on him. What do you expect? He lost his son. Nah, that nigga showing that he's an aggressor. And you can kind of see why the family is broken up. But let's see.
A truck. This is something that I did not know. He bought him a Jeep because all of this stuff has been happening to the family because of this. All right. And also,
his dad was a high-end car salesman at Mercedes-Benz, one of the top in the nation. They started going up to the job playing like they want to buy a car, get in the finance department and bring up the murder. He lost his job. He called me crying. I made him my road manager just to give him some money to help him pay bills. But I got him on the road with me away from his family. Who protected his family? His son, his mama, his daughter.
He says that he's hired his own father. His father was selling the most cars at a Mercedes-Benz dealership. Frisco is a very good suburb of Dallas. And I know some people who sell in like exclusive areas, like, you know, big cars, Range Rover.
War Master said Travis Martin attacked a grown man. He got his lead deficiency filled, for fuck's sakes. Oh, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a divisive show. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit the poll in the chat. See if anything changed. $54% of you guys are saying who's hurting their own image the most right now is Austin's dad. You know, because the mother, she went in, not necessarily into hiding, but she not speaking up and grieving and doing the most like the dad is clout chasing. So 54% of you guys said that Austin's dad is hurting his image. 31 says Carmelo Anthony supporters. 0 says the commentators. Thank you. And 15%, 14% now says the media. Okay. 7% says commentators. All right, shit. God damn. Spoke too soon.
Over some of these guys make a lot of money, okay? So imagine that the people were coming to Carmelo Anthony's father's job and talking about the case. He lost his job. So imagine that you're selling cars at Mercedes-Benz and you don't have that money anymore. How much money can you make a month in Texas? I mean, you look at all of the oil billionaires, all the money that's out in Dallas.
Oh,
I mean,
my God, party. Come on, dog. Cocaine for the brain. That's insane. Cocaine for the brain. That's insane.
Exceptional, right? So you lose the whole opportunity. And so he said he had
The LAR movement then went live, said Charleston White is a hypocrite. Now everybody going in on Charleston.
hired a young man. So he had to hire Carmelo Anthony's father just so he could put some money in his pocket. And then
nobody have ever been able to beat the white man not being like that. He's like that. How can we in America look at this trial and say racism when children are involved? Why? Because the white people came and made it racism before the white folk got there. Every step of the process, this black kid had to be passed along to a white face. Every step of the process, this kid had to be passed along to his enemy, and they never saw him as a kid.
He says that the legal journey is unsympathetic, big background, nonviolent history. He has epilepsy and all those things. Now, this is his weak Negro wake-up call. And unfortunately, I'm sorry that it had to happen to him when he's being serious. I understand that, he's an entertainer, but largely, this is what happens a lot. You got to see it for what it is. Now, I'm glad that he was able to, hire him as a road manager to assist with ongoing expenses. And that's what we're supposed to do. That's the whole beauty of investing in your own community, investing in your own people. But this is a wake up call to not only just him, to everybody. We got to really tell our kids that if anything, you did get into it with whites, Asians, Chinese stores, we want to give these kids the same rules that we got back in the 80s. When you get pulled over by a police officer or something like that, your mom tell you, dad tell you, say yes sir, no sir, put your hands on the steering wheel. You get across white people, and he is young, right? He's young and doesn't understand consequences. Just leave. Don't risk your stuff. Just leave. Coming to Asian-owned stores, don't waste your time arguing with them. Buy your stuff, leave. If you're gonna buy it, leave. Okay? This is what we're gonna have to start telling people, because for many folks, it's a loss of leverage in our community, right? When you look at the Rick Child case and you look at Carmelo Anthony, I think that this shows a loss of leverage. How we see the world is not how people are seeing the world. What they're telling us is you guys need some more power base, some more unification to change things, and you don't got it yet, so we don't have to give it to you. And we got to understand that's what the play is right now. So we got to educate our kids what kind of world this is going back to for the time being, so that they can be prepared to be successful. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, City Jackson, back at it again.
He said y'all were gifted to us and we freed y'all and gave y'all. Who the hell is this? Anyway, he just went full racist. But we gotta see. I mean, we gotta see. Myron crashed out on Fatty. Y'all please support the show. We'll get into that. Y'all let me know. Hit the poll, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. 2 hours and 4 minutes into the madness. Can't do too much tonight. My voice is on the way out again. Definitely need to go get some tea and some rest. I didn't even get a chance to work on my my books, because you know. All right, let's see what other content creators are saying. Let's see if Key Talk Media got something different. Hold on, I got you guys. And then I gotta go see what Tommy. See if I can bring up Tommy's stuff. Give me 1 second, guys.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This is your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. So the story of Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf has taken a twist. So Trash Talking Charles actually teamed up with a lot of celebrities and other people that, you know, probably couldn't come and show face to help out, and actually garnished up $1 million to put on a behalf of Carmelo Anthony's appeal. However, Charleston White just came out and said, F Carmelo Anthony's daddy. He's weak, he's docile, subservient, and he refuses to work with anybody like that, and he's sending all the money back, right? Now, of course, a lot of people in the comment section have been saying that Carmelo Anthony's dad seems a tad bit, some people were saying slow, and some people were just like, I don't know, I don't know, right? But with that being said, I'm going to play the audio of Trash Talking Charles pretty much coming out and saying that he is no longer on the Carmelo Anthony case, and he will be sending all the money back. Here it goes.
Carmelo Anthony case, I ain't putting no money toward that boy. His daddy too got for me. I don't like a week. His dad ain't willing to die, kill, or go to jail for nothing. And want some bills paid. Carmelo, my heart go out to you if you ever see this video one day. I'd rather stand with the Jeff Metcalf than I would with Carmelo's daddy. He's weak, docile.
He ain't gonna stand with you.
I ain't standing with no weak black man. I'm off the case. I'm sending the money back. Go get them weak Benjamin Crump. I'm out.
Anyways, and he also left a note and he said, Carmelo Anthony daddy too docile and weak for me to help any further. This nigga just wants some rent money. And then on top of that, he posted message. I guess this is message between the lawyers, and not just the lawyers, but also, you know, other people that was, you know, trying to help out Carmelo Anthony, in which it seems like a lot of them is starting to just bag out, right? So this is a Justice for Carmelo group text, and this is, you know, it's a Shannon Ross, whatever that guy who exactly that is, but I know it's a person that's on behalf of Carmelo Anthony with Trash Talking Charles. And she said, Mitch said he won't take the case due to all the hands in it, right? And hands in it means this is some lawyer type of talk, right? He's annoyed with his dad. There goes the daddy again. Listening to bad advice. Remember, the dad originally took the current lawyer that he had or for the actual trial. And a lot of people like, what in the blue hell would you take the lawyer that you got right now? Why would you choose that person, right? Listen to bad advice. And I would imagine this is a waste of Ryan's time too, which I guess Ryan's another lawyer, but can't speak for him. I've tried to help. I'm starting to wonder if the family has been honest with me. So now people is questioning the honesty of the Carmelo family, right? Remember, Trash Talking Charles said the daddy want all the money. That's pretty much all the daddy want is the money. He said, this is what Charleston said. We probably raised $1 million without begging. For whatever reason, the father wanted the money and then go another way, just like he did with hiring Roach and Dominic Alexander. He also wanted to control all of the money. So it's kind of been shaped as if the daddy is just money hungry, and maybe other people is in his ear trying to talk to him, and he's trying to take all the money that was raised and put it towards other people, and which Charleston White's like, nah, that ain't finna happen. Now, this message says Gibbs, Nota, and Campos. I'm not sure exactly who they are, but let's read it and maybe we can figure it out, right? It says, thank you for bringing me back to reality. They will lie and throw you under the bus in a heartbeat. You be safe driving back home tonight. It says, thank you. Maybe this is Charleston in a blue, I'm guessing, right? Another lawyer just sent me this on Anthony appeal. So this is what a lawyer said. Parents hired a PR firm, and the person contacted me an hour ago wanting to set up the Zoom link on behalf of the parents. Not happening. I'm not going to be a part of their 3-ring circus. They talking about both sides dates. So there it goes right there, right? The PR team that the lawyers, that the parents hire is trying to get in the mix. The lawyers are like, bro, we don't need that right now. But it is what it is, right? Anyways, now, with all that being said, I did read the comment section. It does seem like a lot of people are still, on the behalf of Carmelo Anthony. The black community has been fired up to defend Carmelo Anthony, and whenever that happens, they tend to stick around for a while until another big event happens inside the media, and then everybody goes on about whatever else they're living on, because let's just keep it 100. Situations don't really stay that long. Think about all the people that passed away, from your George Floyds to your Tamir Rice. The people talked about it for a minute, but then they eventually moved on, right? And those people actually passed away and died. Carmelo Anthony, of course, he's still alive. He's just imprisoned right now. Or not in prison, but imprisoned right now, right? Let's read a couple of the comment sections, though. It says, they need a new lawyer anyway, or is this a whole different lawyer? And if so, well, get him a lawyer. Who wants to really represent him? Exactly. All these people coming to exploit Carmelo, including his parents. They just want media time. A real lawyer would have said Carmelo is guilty of stabbing Austin, but he is not guilty of murder, and introduced manslaughter from day one. Everyone wants their fame off this kid. This is why he is doing 35 years, because black folks going off all this Facebook lies, non-facts. Black folks are going off no facts. Could even speak to the case till now. They make up narratives and we run with it, just like the appeal stuff. Get an appeal, but don't even know what they will have to prove to get the appeal. The best bet is to get it. Okay, this is actually just her, because she's not a lawyer, right? So she don't really know what strategies the lawyers are talking about in order to get the appeal. But either way it goes, this is what's going down inside of these media streets right now with the whole Carmelo Anthony, trash talking Charles, and also now Carmelo Anthony's dad, who seems to be a person that's, dividing up things based off wanting money, at least from what I'm reading right here, right? If more details come out, of course, I will keep y'all updated. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that.
All right. Internet reacting to this. All right, y'all hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, support the show. I've been killing it on the content, man. Take a look at this. What Willie D had to say. Him and Dennis Sperling actually had a conversation on it. Might check in a little bit on that. It came out 11.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? As you know, Carmelo Anthony is currently in prison, serving a 35-year sentence for killing Austin Metcalf at an April 2nd, 2025 track meet in Frisco, Texas. I got 10 reasons why Carmelo is going to get a new trial. Yeah, fam.
We knew this.
I want you to check this out. That's Carmelo there, and this is the guy that he is accused of killing, Austin Metcalf. I got 10 reasons why Carmelo Anthony is going to receive a new trial.
I know.
These include some of the most common legal arguments that defense attorneys tend to make after convictions. Let's get into the first one. Jury selection problems. They dismissed 3 qualified, educated black jurors from the jury selection. 3. Not one black person on the jury whatsoever. Not one, in a racially charged case. That is problematic. That screams unfairness, that screams biasness, and that screams corruption. That's right, I said it. Improper admission or exclusion of evidence. Family, the defense attorney, I do believe he sold Carmelo out. This dude is the worst of the worst type of human being. He took the money from the family and he sold out Carmelo Anthony. That was some.
Hold on. Shout outs to Party dropping the and sponsoring today's show, dropping the huge. $5 on the Cash App. Party said turn his ass off. Wait, hold on. Now look. I got some footage of Willie D. Pause. And Dennis Sperling breaking this down. I'm pretty sure, I heard they got into a debate, and I'm pretty sure Dennis Sperling probably schooled them. But look what I just found 2 seconds ago. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if Willie D, this gotta be funny, reacts to Austin Metcalf's dad. Let's see what he says real quick, and then I'll definitely turn him off. And we'll get into the next segment. Shout outs to Party. Let's see what he said.
Willie D Live.
What's up, fam?
Hold on. Shout outs to Party dropping the huge $5 on the super chat. Hold on. Please hit the like button, guys. Please support the show. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. And most importantly, mash up them blood clots.
Draw your final card, Yugi. Because after that, 3 blue eyes white dragon are gonna mash up your blood clot. It's over. It not done yet, Kaiba. Because me have this. Exodia, the wicked one. What that? Me have all pieces pon the field. Lord God, it's a really Exodia. Yugi, you're not easy. Now who are gonna get mashed up? Exodia, mash up him blood clot! Whoa!
All right, Party Frank Castled Willie D. But before we Frank Castle him, we got to see how he reacts to Austin's dad. Let's see if he gonna stand on business or is he gonna grift and switch. Shout outs to War Master doubling up, dropping the
What's the matter, Daddy?
Dropping the huge $20 on the Cash App as always.
Bust all in it.
War Master said, Kuda only stabbed people on Xbox. Oh my God. Man, War Master, when I was playing that Last of Us, I was stabbing up people and dogs, cats, dogs. Nobody was exempt. We all lesbians.
Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck.
Shout
We're
out
standing
to
here in
War
front of the
Master.
Olympic
Let's
Liquor
get it.
Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours.
More.
Let's go.
More. Wendy?
Shout out
Thanks,
to
Chuck.
everybody
We're
supporting
standing
the
here in
show.
front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Shout outs to Shannon B. Yeah, man. I mean, this is the thing, Party. I think they're cool But I think Dennis Sperling did roast him about this case before. And he probably roasted him in another clip. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that. But let's get into it.
After his 17-year-old twin son, Austin Metcalf, was fatally stabbed by then 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, Jeff Metcalf received an incredible amount of bipartisan support. I mean, people all over the world just embraced me. They couldn't believe how godly he was, you know, the way that he expressed his love for Christianity and his fellow human beings. He said God will take care of it. But he also said, you know, I forgive him. He talked about how tough of a time this must be for his family also. I mean, it was like incredible. Even black people were like, wow, bless his heart. So I want to know, what the hell happened, Jeff? Yeah, Jeff went on a racist diatribe on yesterday on his, what it was like 3 hours. He was like on live like 3 hours just going in on the black community, going in on Carmelo Anthony, dad, his mom. He called his mama a bitch. He called his daddy a puss. Yeah, man, going all the way in.
Shoot the dog once.
He went in on black fatherhood, welfare.
What did Lil Wayne said? Shoot the dog once, tell the neighbors, neighbors too. What did he say? Ran out the house, waved the pistol at the neighbors, then the neighbors moved.
Slavery, civil rights, DEI. Yeah, this dude was going crazy. What happened, Jeff? I thought you was a Christian.
What's going on, bro? Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Can people really be mad at Charleston White? Because there was a gang of black people that was on Austin Metcalf's dad's side. Now, within the next 24 hours, if they get wind of this, let's see if they're going to be the same way. See, the audience can be fake. Y'all can grift as much as y'all want. There's nobody holding y'all accountable unless people know y'all in the chat or y'all go up on panels or whatever. But content creators, oh no. Oh no. You better be this. It don't even matter. Y'all support grifters too. So I have no earthly idea. But maybe Dennis Sperling was taken up for Austin. Or I mean, Willie D was taken up for Austin. And Dennis Sperling was probably on the side of Carmelo. Now, Willie D's supposed to be an activist, damn near. But we'll see.
Check him out, fam.
Your fucking daddy is, because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with
A lot of niggas thought they had a friend.
8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Oh, you got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we took you over here and put you to work.
I'm going to periodically just jump in here, fam, because he says a lot of nothing, but it's things that he say that some people pick up on. They think just because he says it, it makes it true.
Sure. Right, Terrell.
Right? When he started talking about things like...
People are giving them the benefit of the doubt. I comment on O'Shea's post. And so many niggas just don't even read the last person that said the same thing to me said the same thing. So either they're bots, people are like, you know, give him the space to be racist, because black people did do the most. Well, he lied about them bringing us over here. We were already here, but then again, a lot of us did get sent over here, so you know. But people are saying give him the leeway, give him the space to be racist. He's a grieving dad. I'm just saying, in many ways, but in many ways, he's showing his true colors. That's a ghetto ass white dude. Look. The Glacier people in this case, they have the components that they usually try to put on black people. Or that's usually typical of black people. But the way his dad is talking, you can tell he antagonizes and agitates and starts fights and do shit. His son had to break his damn collarbone and some other shit. So you can tell the dad is damn near the problem. Hate to say it, but hey.
Welfare and all this type of stuff. You know, we know that more white people are on welfare than black people. And that's not an indictment against white people, but it is an indictment against the white people who try to use those statistics to disparage black people and try to make black people the face of welfare. Welfare is supposed to be for those who are in need, people who need a hand up, not a handout. It's never was meant to be a permanent thing, but it was also used to weaponize the black mother against the black father. You know, y'all know the story of the black woman being forced to keep the black man out of the house if she wanted to receive the funds. And they put her in a hell of a jam, right? They put black men in a hell of a jam. This was done systematically by this government that he claims to love so much. Moving on.
And then we had a civil war to free your ass.
Okay, the Civil War was not
to free your ass. Yeah, he doesn't know history. But remember, racism is ignorance on a lot of different sides. So
to free our ass. The Civil War was to save the Union.
And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I'm being so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you.
They don't give us no free shit without first giving themselves some free shit.
You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what?
There's no group of people in this country more entitled than white people, especially white men. That is exactly what caused his son, Austin Metcalf, to approach Carmelo Anthony in the first place. His entitlement, his self-deputizing, thinking that because I am white, I have the privilege of walking up to this black guy and telling him to get away. And if he don't get away, I'm gonna put hands on him.
DEI stands for? Yeah. I mean, I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or a race or...
So black people, when it comes to DEI, you know that white people benefit from DEI more than anybody. They benefit from DEI because all they do is practice nepotism. They look out for each other. This is not coming from me. This is actually coming from white males who are in the business of entrepreneurship. And they say, hey, you know, just to be honest, you know, if I have an opportunity, I'm gonna give it to people that I know first. I'm gonna give it to people that look like me, people that I can relate.
I don't know, but do you guys... He said, F you mean, ghetto white dude. I'm just saying, though, do you guys think these statements will help with Carmelo Anthony's public image in this appeal? Let me know. Put a Y in the chat if you think that this could definitely help sway the image of you know, or the thoughts of what people are going to think about Carmelo Anthony in the appeal coming up. Do you think the courts may take some of this stuff into consideration, that the father is damn near unhinged, or are they going to look at it like, hey, he's a grieving father, give him leeway or grace to say what he wants to say, even if it's racist? Because look at you Negroes are doing online, you know. So a lot of brothers and sisters are saying he get a pass.
Two people that I have things in common with. Gender. Oh, and by the way, white women benefit from DEI more than any other group of people that so-called qualify for DEI.
Whose bright ass idea was that? I'm gonna tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch.
That's what a Christian sounds like. This is no slight against the Christians out there that are listening. Those of you who really practice the real Christianity, no slight against y'all. But these uncivilized mutts have always used Christianity to oppress black people, to subjugate black people, to enslave black people, to murder black people. They've always used Christianity, and when they use Christianity, they use it at their convenience. It's always to be self-serving. People like him, they pray to two different gods. They pray to a different God than the one that you pray to. That's what you got to remember. And this is why you should not expect anything different from people like him. They pray to a different God.
Yeah, he got like an evil ass smile on his face when he said that.
This is why they can throw kids, little babies, infant black babies into a swamp to be eaten by alligators and sit around like having a picnic and eating sandwiches while black men and women are lynched, and then cut the skin off their bodies and use it as wallets. These type of things they can absolutely do, and at the same time walk right into that church and bow their head and pray to God. You need to learn how to separate them from him.
What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you?
What did you do to that boy to make him walk up to somebody and push a person that he didn't even know? What did you do to make your boy such a bully? Not just your boy, your one boy, but his twin brother, Hunter. Did you know that these two dudes, his sons, the ones he raised...
I mean, something tell me if he had said sorry, this would still be the outcome.
Raised or didn't raise, or however you want to put it, they were suspended for bullying,
yeah, that is kind of funny.
Not boys, but girls, cheerleaders at another school. That's
Look, our mind's playing tricks on us, y'all.
why they were suspended. This is something that never came into evidence. They never talked about it during the trial. The media knew about it, but they never reported it. Why is that? Because the media has always been in cahoots to make black people look bad. They've always, the mainstream media has always been used as a tool.
Well, he's undoubtedly turning it into race now, y'all.
To control the image of black people. And that image has always been tainted thanks to the media working in collusion with the U.S. government.
Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar.
Too, mind you.
Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture.
Yeah.
You people.
They talk about black people like black people are the violent ones. Black people have never dropped a bomb on a foreign country. They never dropped a nuclear weapon on a foreign country and wiped out millions of people. Black people have never experimented with syphilis and other diseases and purposely injected it into people and sat back and watched the effects, watched them die for shits and giggles. Black people didn't create mass incarceration. Black people didn't create redlining, gerrymandering. Black people ain't even in control. Black people didn't bomb Venezuela. Black people didn't invade. They didn't bomb Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran. Black people didn't tell us, take that. Oh, I can go on and 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 on. Let me tell you uncivilized mutts who are listening to me right now, scowling something. Every single atrocity that has happened in this country happened with white males at the top of the food chain, white males in the driver's seat. You can't put one atrocity that's happened in this country on a black male, not one. And when you talk about wars, fighting and wars, the first person to give their life for this country and
Y'all getting tired of them already?
World War I was a black man.
People hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy I was trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did. Tiffany Billions. I don't know what kind of glamour shot you steal from other people and put up on your profile, but it don't match to your fucking goddamn water buffalo looking ass when I saw you at the courthouse. Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. You're a grifting piece of shit.
Let's talk about grifting. Since I have been hearing things about Carmelo Anthony's parents grifting, and now he's accusing somebody else of grifting. This mother is going to be doing some hell of a grifting from here on out. That's what he's doing right now, getting his coins. He's grifting right now. He is using his son's tragedy.
I mean, he's not grifting. I think he's just being himself. You know, sometimes to be doing like a lot of the stuff that people be claiming people are doing online, they gotta go out of their way to really grift. When they could just be themselves, you know.
To fill his pockets. He is not the model dad that he's trying to portray. He is not the hurt dad he's trying to portray. The reason why I suspect that he didn't have more emotions when this thing first happened is because he wasn't even in the same household with his sons. See, they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, he was not raising them at the time. He and the mother was separated or divorced.
I know, they said they on tour too. They said they went on the Breakfast Club. I didn't see that.
Wasn't even living in the same household. They were, that's right. These Austin and Hunter were products of a single mother. Yeah, and they white. Yeah, they white.
Yeah, it's like shout outs to War Master. It's like the dad says something ignorant and then Willie D follows up with something equally as dumb. Just bring up Tariq Nasheed talking points.
Right. But he got the nerve to talk about black people being raised by single mothers, like the father not in the home. His ass ain't even in the home. See, every accusation is an admission. It is a confession, an admission of guilt. It is a confession. Every time they open their mouth, they tell on themselves.
Right.
In fact,
the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. And that's all you're gonna see is just a good for the rest of the day, y'all. Just a group of ignorant niggas and weird commentary.
Hello out there, Common Sense Nation. I wanted you guys to listen to a video.
Let me find out. This is bringing the coons out the woodwork.
Video by Charleston White, because Charleston White had been going viral because he was saying
let me see if I can find the Tommy thing. I got you.
$75,000 to the family.
Shout out to everybody here. What's going on, JR? Please hit the like button. Please hit the Cash App. Support the show. Let me head over to Rumble and see what Tommy's saying.
Of Carmelo Anthony. Well, he's got a video out now saying that he's withdrawing the money because they raised like $1 million and he wanted to put it all towards the appeal. But he says the father in the family says what happened to the extra money, and they wanted to start a separate GoFundMe to make more money. And he says, no, the money goes back to the people who gave the money because the money is for the appeal. He said the father didn't like that, so he's withdrawing himself. It's proving the case that many people have been saying it was all about the damn money. But I want you to listen to him say it.
I am removing myself from the Carmelo Anthony's case. I am no longer involved with the family. And here's why. I was starting to feel like I was being used.
There's a bunch of y'all out there being used because you're not looking at the facts, and you become a puppet to the system once you allow them to use you when you're not looking at the facts. The facts is the only thing that's important, not the skin color, nothing else.
For my influence and my next resources, we raised over $1 million one day. Privately, quietly.
Did you get that? It wasn't a GoFundMe, it was private donations, and they did it privately. So they should have had enough money for the appeal, right?
They wanted to start another GoFundMe. I said, no, I'm not doing a GoFundMe. They wanted to know after.
Why did they want to start a GoFundMe when he said they raised $1 million? So either you're saying he's lying about raising $1 million. Why would the family, I'm gonna tell you why the family wanted to start a GoFundMe, because I think the other one shut down, is because they can control the money. If you got this fund that Charleston White is saying he and others are doing, they don't get a chance to control that money.
We pay for the pill, will the money go to them? No. The extra money don't go back to you. It goes back to the people who gave it. It don't go to nothing else. The money is for the pill. His daddy in the way. I don't like weak. I hate weak men.
Me and him agree on this one, because I hate him too.
I'd rather stand with a strong daddy like that Metcalf man.
He's telling you that Jeff Metcalf is a strong father. Well, we saw that. We've been seeing that.
And his black weak father trying to play victim. Now, nigga, your son's still living. Hug him, send him some books to read. I got the money. Let's start to work on the appeal. Anything else don't make sense. Nigga, what's wrong with you? And I'm telling the nigga, say, homie.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, David Carroll.
He said he got the money for appeal. Anything else don't matter. He said he's weak. What's wrong with you?
Everybody believe you playing for the money, nigga.
Of course he is.
And I'm starting to believe you using me for it. You want to get the money, but then disassociate yourself from me?
Did you get that? Charleston White is now claiming that the father of Carmelo Anthony wants to use him for the influence to get the money and then disassociate himself. Does this sound familiar? All you running around the internet, jumping up and down, justifying people going to the graveyard of Austin Metcalf and urinate, you're the problem because you done got all up in your emotions at the trial, but you didn't care to look at the evidence.
Nigga, I'm here for that boy.
Has anybody went to Austin Metcalf's grave and actually urinated? They showed a woman there and they showed a black woman there or a black man there, but that could be AI. Where the hell is he buried? Is he buried or did he get cremated?
I'm here for your son. And if this money don't go directly to your son's appeal, you don't get this money. We sent it back. But
did you get that? He said they sent the money back. You don't get the money for the appeal because it ain't about that. They can come on here with that fake trying to be a victim mentality. His daddy acting like he crying. His daddy ain't crying. First of all, I don't even understand what the hell the daddy even saying. Most of the time, is what he's saying, I can't even comprehend it. Even with the when they put the words down there, I still couldn't comprehend what the daddy was trying to say. I don't know what he's talking about. And then some jackass in the comments is going to tell me that he's the top Mercedes car dealer. Okay, then get Mercedes to give him the money then, if that be the case.
Well, right is right. And if we doing an appeal, the money goes to appeal, not house bills.
He said the money goes to appeal, not house bills. Now, what you must understand is that all you have to do is listen to what Carmelo himself said. Now, you remember everybody said that they all ganged up on him. The video is supposed to show they all ganged up on him. But Carmelo Anthony's own words says he put his hands on me. He put his hands on me, not they. They didn't do it, he even said. All this speculation, I'm going to take it from the horse's mouth. And the horse in this case is Carmelo. Carmelo didn't say they all ganged up on me. He said he put his hands on me and I told him not to. And the police officer told him that it is alleged that you do it. He said, no, not alleged. I'm not alleged. I did it. I did it. After he, that's singular. I know we got this pronoun thing going on, but he means he, that means one. When I was in school, when we was in English, I'm not an English major, anything to the sort, but I do know he means one. He put his hand on me, not they that surrounded me, not I feared for my life. I told him, H-I-M, not to put his hands on me. He put his hands on me and I stabbed him. We should be through with the case. I don't know. You can put $1 billion up for appeal. You're gonna get the same results. You might, matter of fact, you may open up a can of worms and get more than 35 years. You keep this up, you did it. Now, what you should have did is before you went with all of this race stuff, the first time the daddy came and said, let's pray, you should have thrown yourself on the mercy and said, I'm so sorry what happened to your son. I bet you any kind of money he may have got manslaughter. Because then it would have looked like it may have been an accident because he's remorseful. Now it doesn't look like it's an accident because I've seen no remorse out of Carmelo Anthony. I've seen no remorse out of his parents. If anybody should have seen it, the mother should have went to the other mother. And they should have joined hands and probably just weep together. They didn't even have to say anything with all, because sometimes women can just look at each other when one is suffering, the other one is suffering, and they come together weeping, you ain't got to talk. Then the fathers could have met together and said, I'm sorry what happened to your son. We can't bring that back, but I want to have a little mercy on my son. I think I'm almost can assure you he wouldn't have got 35 years. But here we have Charleston White now saying that the daddy and the family just want the money it ain't even about the boy. They want to bling bling because when they got the what $625,000, some people say they bought an Escalade, but I think they had the Escalade before this. So I don't think they bought the Escalade, but they were doing something because they rented some big nice house in a nice neighborhood. Why did they move to the hood? Because they could have moved to the hood and it could have been a little cheaper because they said they wanted to be around their people. Could have moved to the hood, got some nice neighborhoods. I mean, down there close to Dallas, they got some real hoods down in Dallas. I mean, you could have got some Bloods and some Crips in the hood to protect you, but you didn't do that. You would have moved into a nice suburban white neighborhood while you pretending to play the race card. Man, I told you it was all about the money all along. It's almost, I'm sorry to say this, but it's like the mother and father that really don't care about their son, because if you did, you would give him better advice. You're giving him poor advice. Now he's going to do 35, and the appeal is not going to work. Mark my...
Man, they would have got extorted. Definitely not a smart decision. They probably would have got extorted. All right, what's going on, Brother Love? BLS all in this mess. That is true, War Master. People do not care about the men. Now I got a guy going at this guy. Let's try to at least see where he's coming from. Let's see if the somewhat smarter Negro has something better to say. Let's see what Amazing Lucas got to say. People are actually getting on his ass about what he said in this video. So let's see.
They couldn't wait to tap dance. Oh my goodness. So, as Malcolm X once said, we have two types of black people.
I think they
we have
are
the field black and we have the house black. And the field black is for black people and the house black is for Massa, all right? If Massa gets sick, the house black is like, is we sick, Massa? Is we sick? And the field black is hoping that Massa goes away for a long time. And this mindset has, survived over the years due to a simple concept of meritorious manumission. Now, how it breaks down is essentially you reward the self-hating behavior. And that reward can come in likes, clicks, money, fame, attention, all the above, up until the point comes where they dispose of you and they no longer need you. Vis-a-vis Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
That being said, that now leads us to Carmelo Anthony, or really any black victim for that case. Take your pick. Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, the list goes on. But what these people do are the first ones in line to vilify the black person, right? Because they are essentially the mouthpiece for the white ignorance. And as the country starts to take this shift, this hard racial divide, you're having more white people dispose of their mouthpieces, right? As we can see, Candace Owens, for example. But you have a lot of these people who are like, hey, I no longer need a black mouthpiece to speak for me because now I don't care about being called racist. So a lot of them are becoming unemployed.
Damn.
Anyways, we get into, the attacks on Carmelo Anthony. We start off with Stephen A. Smith. Now, Stephen A. Smith starts off his video with a Sambo soldier. And the Sambo soldier, one thing they love to do, the form of argumentation is just pretending like they don't understand something, right? They're feigning ignorance. Now, this Sambo soldier constantly, of course, brings up, well, black on black crime, and I don't know why, this black mother is scared and everything because, black men are the ones who are going to attack black men.
Niggas just don't give a damn about room reverb. Okay.
And
I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Well, for starters, it's very simple. Don't bring a knife to a track meet. It's crazy because she's out here acting like her boys are in danger. She's acting like, what is she supposed to do about her boys? Ma'am, the biggest threat to your boys is not white people. It's other black boys, other black men. Around 9 out of 10.
Sometimes you don't even know. Because they didn't search Austin Metcalf and them other people. They probably had knives too. You just used yours and got caught. They got knives too.
10 times a black man is murdered, he's murdered at the hands of another black person.
Now, the funny thing
about other people in the schools. Niggas carry around knives.
That is once again feigning ignorance. Now, in this case, this individual could actually be mentally retarded. That may be the case. If you are, I apologize. I was unaware of your handicap. But regardless, when it comes to the black woman, obviously she's expressing emotion over an unfair justice system, right? That's what she's expressing fear of, is that, hey, I have a black son, and, you know, with charges like this and the egregious sentencing of this kid, you know, I'm in fear of my son falling prey to the same thing, right? Of an unfair justice system. Now, this has historically been proven. Even to today, it still exists. But of course, the Sambo soldier, they have to, well, that's not what the white ignorant's gonna like, so I'm gonna be like, oh, why are they upset? Then we get into the whole, you know, more black on black crime. I hear you, I understand. But what you have to understand is that when it comes to crime, it is interracial. When you take, for example, white men. It is. When you look at white people over 80% are yeeted, taken off the planet by people. That's correct. That's what they fail to acknowledge when they bring up all these white ignorant.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
This now transitions into Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is talking about, you know, how can you justify, you know, the stabbing? What was he doing with the knife in the first place at a track meet?
It wasn't like you were in fear for your life.
Amazing stupid.
There were witnesses around, there were people around. At worst, they might have expected fisticuffs, if that. There was a shred of innocence to the incident itself. I would say so. Some would argue, what the hell were you doing at the track meet with a knife to begin with?
When we talk about this, that's honestly one of the arguments that I had and many other people have when it comes to defense. The questions you are asking are the same questions that the jury was asking. It's the same questions that the defense.
Angry Man says that defending Carmelo Anthony just justified decades of police brutality. You don't even see it. Oh man, the divide coming this weekend.
Failed to answer, not because there wasn't a justifiable answer, it's because, as many people expect, as do I, is that the defense set him up for failure. They set Carmelo up for failure. They fed him to the wolves. Now, when it comes to the knife at a track meet, listen, the same argument can be presented for, hey, why do white ignorants carry a gun, an AR-15 at the grocery store? Does anyone ask that?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
everyone asks that. But what do they say? Oh, I have a right, to defend myself, Second Amendment. It's the same thing here. Why does anyone carry a weapon when they go somewhere? It's to defend themselves, which is what he did in this case, in this scenario. What happened is proof of why he had that knife, to defend himself. Now, did the defense do a good job of explaining that? No. Hence our issue with the defense. Moving forward, we get into Tantrum, right? Tantrum, he's gone, bro. He's cooked. But I understand if you have a wife and kids, you got a family. Listen, if you've been pigeonholed to being a tap dancer and you got a mortgage, you got, debt, you have, tuition, there are expenses and bills to be paid. I get it, right? You're too late in the game to try and get this epiphany of, you know what, this has been tap dancing and these people are actually racist and we gotta, do for self. You're too late in the game. So I at least understand his predicament. That being said, Tantrum once again does the typical tap dance of the of the Sambo soldier, vilify Carmelo Anthony. He goes on to say that he thinks that Carmelo Anthony was a YN because that's the reason why he didn't testify. Okay, because if he's this great kid, why wouldn't you have him testify? The prosecution is just going to ask him, what are your grades? That's all the prosecution is going to do.
Now, if you guys were being honest, your son probably is a YN.
I was gonna look at.
What the hell did you say?
That's why he never took the stand. You should have had him get on the stand and be able to withstand questioning. Maybe there was something in his past or something that he was involved in.
Damn, bro. Officer Tatum, damn. It's even worse on their side. I know one of them gonna tie this back into Trump.
That they didn't want him to be subject to by taking a stand. What can you lose? The prosecution will ask you, what was your grades like? What are you like? What do you humanize the boy?
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Now, one thing that we've seen that is consistent that you will see throughout, the Sambo soldiers is a low IQ. Now, the white ignorant loves these low IQ because they're easy to manipulate, right? It's very much monkey see, monkey do, and they genuinely believe that.
I see what you did there.
So when you have someone who has a low IQ, it becomes a barrier for them to even understand their own BS, right? For them to even understand the inconsistencies with their own logic.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
That's when the beauties of...
Shout outs to everybody here. Let's get the likes up. 21 people in the building. Shout outs to everybody over on Rumble. Shout outs to everybody over on YouTube. Please hit the like button. Please hit the Cash App. Please support the show. You can support the show at $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. Please support good content. Let's get back into it. Let's go. We have a poll going. Make sure you vote and let me know. Let's get it.
Of the Sambo soldier. They're dumb, but they're dumb cannon fodder for the white ignorant cause. When the white ignorant cause gets to law or regulation, they're disposed of, right? Because we've gotten the outcome they want. Thank you, goodbye. Until there's another outcome that they want, until there's a destination that they want. So now the tap dancer, the Sambo soldier, has to constantly remind the white ignorant, hey, I'm available. Hey, I'm available. And so they put out a bunch of, slop content to let them know that. When it comes to Tantrum, I find it hysterical when the hypocrisy underneath it all. Because one thing I brought forward, and many other people, was an all-white jury. And I know people want to say, well, there's an Asian on there, blah, blah, blah. It was disproportionately per capita white. That's what it was, all right? So when people say an all-white jury, when you look at Asians or you look at white Hispanics, because it was white or Hispanic, so we don't know. And in many cases, it could have been very much a white person. When you look at that in totality of the context of Texas, totality of the context of the justice system, of black youth of this country, you can see why many people may be a bit hesitant, as to why Carmelo Anthony may not get a fair case. That being said, the irony of this and the hypocrisy is that guess who brought this same argument up? But he brought it up for Massa, okay? Amber Geiger.
I was a little suspicious about the jury selection given the fact that the demographic didn't match the jurors.
You cannot make this up.
And then you stack the jury with 6 black and 4 Hispanic and 2 whites. Like, that seems like a recipe for maybe an inconsistent outcome.
You can't be serious.
This is why I say, give them nothing, take from them everything. Because these people are hypocrites. That's all they are. Because they're low IQ hypocrites who their only job is to tap dance for the white ignorant. Last but not least, last but everything least, because this is possibly the lowest IQ of all of them. And I know that's a pretty big bar to set. But you have black conservative perspective.
I want to be in the Special Olympics.
And given the recent tape that Austin Metcalf, not Austin, he's gone. Jeff Metcalf, excuse me. Jeff Metcalf did of his racist rant and everything. Guess what the high IQ argument is for this? You guys are complaining about racism.
Okay, the pro-blacks are upset. Right? The boo-hoo white girl. Oh, we knew Jeff Metcalf was actually a racist. See, that means that this is about race. We knew Austin was racist. We knew Hunter was racist, right? Like that's basically what they're saying in a nutshell.
Are you retarded? So I want you to understand, The only argument that this low IQ dwarf could come up with was trying to mock black people for pointing out the racism of Jeff Metcalf. that was his argument. And this is what we're dealing with, right? You are dealing with low IQ slop.
I want to be in the Special Olympics.
That's all it is. Because even with this, when you think about Candace Owens and what was going on with the Daily Wire and her going at it with TPUSA, I at least give it to some of the creators for talking about it. Conservative Perspective doesn't have one video talking about TPUSA and the battle going on with Candace Owens. You want to know why? Because he doesn't have the IQ to handle such situations like that. Because he knows he is very small lane to go to, right? And his low IQ audience, at any moment in time where he drifts out of that lane, they'll leave him.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
They'll leave him, high and dry, bruh. And he is so petrified of that he avoids any and all, internal confrontation, internal conflict, that he's just a good little, tap dancer. So, I mean, it is what it is. I understand when you're low IQ and you're a dwarf, the options, especially in the political arena, are extremely limited.
He's out of line, but he's right.
So I get it. You got a low IQ, white ignorant base. Get fed, Pimp, and I understand. But overall, we see this is, what's going on, bro. This is what we have to deal with. This is why any type of progress, even during slavery times, for every person who was like, hey, let's be free, let's fight for our freedom, there was always a few who would be like, well, I got it good here. I got a roof over my head. I got food. I got a job. And that will always be the case. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, they're just free thinkers. That's what they are. Or if you believe, I always find it hilarious, all the monikers and the mental gymnastics that these people come up with.
All right, let's put a pin in this. And let's check out what's going on with Myron over on Fatty's channel. We might have to do another show on that. I do want this show replay worthy. Because the last show's been like 11 hours. Been putting in that work, all right? Let's switch gears. People are saying Myron should have got his wake-up call too. You got Taz on the panel, showing off his new veneers. He don't got wooden teeth anymore. So, let's see what's going on here. Because I wonder if they're arguing over the Metcalf case, and you got Fantastic up there looking like James Brown.
Just tuning in to the Super Untouchable panel, man. Much love to everybody who's simulcasting on King Richard's side, Taz side, SH side, Mr. Fantastic side, and Mr. Andrew Wilson side as well too. So hopefully we have a phenomenal show. We keep it kind of cordial. I know we're gonna turn up on this show. I know it's gonna get a little crazy, but let's keep it respectful, okay? So before we start, let's go ahead and go in with all the guests that came through on the Super Untouchable panel today. I guess we'll start out with the one and only Andrew Wilson, who's in the building today.
Very crucial mistake to use a tool, and obviously, the other boy is deceased. But I think saying that
I agree.
You think the death penalty would have been a better result is absolutely ridiculous.
Right? He just unintentionally stabbed him in the heart. It was an accident. He didn't.
I never said that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Manslaughter.
I didn't say that.
involves
I'm saying that
accidental
I don't
death.
think his. Listen, I'm saying I don't think his intention was to delete the guy.
Oh, so what is your intention when you stab somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kill them, or is it to kill them?
What do you mean? What do you mean
If
by you
you stabbed a
what's my
person in the
intention?
heart,
What do you mean?
would you try to convince me that you didn't mean to kill him when you were stabbing him in the heart?
I honestly think that the boy was stupid. I think that it's ridiculous. I don't think that he should have got off. I think that, yeah, of course, he had to go to prison for what he did. But I don't think that he premeditated that he wanted
How
to
is it not
delete the guy.
premeditated if you pull out a knife and stab somebody in the heart, dude? Yes, that's
Well, in
premeditated.
situations like that where he was obviously the smaller guy, and we know this happens in
what?
Every day. Listen, let me finish what I'm saying before you start
All right,
making
go
sound
ahead,
effects.
man. Go ahead.
Like seriously, like don't do that, innit? Yeah.
Do what?
Dudes from the UK sound crazy defending black Americans. Don't do that, innit? Is this a question or a statement?
So like basically,
Go ahead.
Let's go on mic and then interrupt.
saying
King
Myra
reaches
got
and then
his
when he
own
lands,
mic.
interrupt.
don't do that because
No, King, I'm here to moderate. Don't worry about it. Finish your
Myra
statement
went
and
in
then you
on
can go
Fatty.
afterwards, and then we move to the bottom of
As
the
I
map.
was saying,
We're gonna listen to this a little bit, then we're gonna go through the
at the end of the day, like we wasn't there, you wasn't there. You don't know what was said. You don't know the temperature that or you don't know what was going on. All you know is that, and all you're going off of is that he stabbed the boy, and I understand that. But you're saying that he should have got the death penalty. I just don't agree with it. I don't think he was on some serial killer vibes like, oh, I'm coming out my house today to take someone's life. I don't think
King Roaches is
that was
crazy.
the situation.
Well, let's go.
Do I think as a boxer, I'm a fighter. Yeah, I'm somebody that uses my hands. I don't believe in carrying weapons. I don't. So in terms of 35 years, do I think that was he took someone's life. So at the end of the day, if you take someone's life, your life should be ruined, basically. But you're saying the death penalty, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but you see how you never made an actual argument for why. You just vibing it, right? Just my
No, I'm
vibe.
not vibing.
Hang on,
I
I
don't think you were. I just told you. No. Don't say I'm
One
vibing.
second.
I don't
Hey,
like
one
that.
second.
I don't like that
Hey,
too,
1
bro.
second,
Like,
friends. Hey,
Calm
King,
down.
let him land, and I'll give him a chance to correct him.
My turn.
No, you, King, you will have the
calm down, bro.
friends.
Don't tell me.
Hey,
calm
friends,
down.
we talk. Hey, we talk before the show. If your opponent is committing a mistake, don't interrupt him. Let him land his plane, and King, afterwards, you are left the chance to say he is wrong and this is why. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, so anyway, all you gave me was vibes. You didn't give me a
Fantastic
single
look like a
argument for why he doesn't
grandma.
deserve the death penalty. You don't
Nigga
think
like
so.
James
Well, that's
Brown.
nice. You also said, well, we don't really know because you weren't there. That's great. We had a trial. That's what that was there for, so that we could discover the facts of the case. And as it turns out in the facts of the case, all that happened was these other kids moved his stuff, and that made him upset, right? They got in each other's faces. There was a moderate shove. He pulled out a knife, stabbed him in the heart. Now,
When the video comes out, though, we're gonna see who was right and who was wrong.
you say, well, that's not premeditated. The second you go for a weapon, pull it out and stab somebody, you are making the conscious premeditated decision to kill them. By the way, in the state that they were in, when it comes to murder, they don't even make those distinctions. They don't even do that. There's like, look, if it's the case in Texas that you murder them under whatever the circumstances are, premeditated or not, it's the same penalty. So you don't even know what the facts are of the case. You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
King, uninterrupted, please.
At the end of the day, as I said, I don't think the boy's intention was to delete the guy. I think that there was an altercation, and I think that he probably was feeling like, I'm the smaller guy, there's more of them. He was in their like environment, their tent or whatever. He probably was scared and thinking, oh, I'm gonna get beat up, I've got to do what I've got to do. But I don't think that his mindset was, I want to delete the guy. That's what I honestly believe. And
You said there's no
somebody
video,
like me
never
who's
was?
been in a lot of situations.
He said the video will
Bro,
determine
like,
everything.
Sometimes you'll make stupid decisions that you will regret later. I'm sure the boy regrets it, but I don't think that he premeditated that I want to take this boy's life. I think that he was in altercation, and you're saying the trial, we have all the facts. You don't have all the facts because you don't know who's lying. You don't know what pieces of information is left out. We don't know. All we're going off of is what these people said. They came to court and said, and that's it.
Well,
You
people
still
don't
wasn't there. You
know,
still don't know 1,000% what happened. You
Yeah,
only
but
know
all you're doing,
certain parts that you know. For
all
sure.
you're doing is making a gaps argument. You don't know for sure 1,000% anything by the same exact logic.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Hang on, relax. You don't know anything.
Don't telling me to don't do that passive aggressive.
Dude,
relax thing
I'm
with
not.
me. I'm
It's
normal.
not.
You've
It's
never
it's
seen me-
aggressive.
You've
It's
never seen me upset in
aggressive.
your
There's
life.
nothing passive
Never
about
seen
it.
me
I'm
upset in
literally
your
telling
life.
you, just
You've
relax
never
for a
seen me
second.
upset in your life. So don't tell me,
Yeah,
relax,
okay,
I'm relaxed, I'm calm.
Can I get 3 words out without you interrupting
This is me
and losing your
normal.
mind?
This is me being normal, bro.
You're good.
Like,
Then
so
just
you
normally
don't
be
need to keep
quiet so
telling
I
me
can
to
make my
relax.
point. Can you normally be
Yeah,
quiet?
cool.
so I can
Don't
make
tell
my
me to
point?
relax because I'm relaxed. I'm calm.
Okay, chill out, bro. Whatever you want me. Whatever
Now,
you
stop
want me to
saying
say.
that. Just get on with what you're saying.
Okay,
What's
so
wrong with
you have to close your mouth, dude. You have to not talk.
Bro, like, don't
Hey,
even-
one
Oh,
second, friend.
man,
One second.
like,
Hey, friends.
oh,
If
like
somebody
this
tells
guy,
you to
really.
relax, you know what it means. It's for you to get agitated. Don't fall for it, please. Okay? Calm down. Relax.
Yeah.
Calm down. Relax. Don't fall for it. If somebody tells you to calm down, it's for you to control yourself.
Right, he
please.
can just carry on with what he's saying. Don't need to keep telling
How
me.
am I supposed to
relax.
do that
Just
when
carry
you
on with
can't
what you're
close your
saying.
yap? You can't
It's-
close your mouth to let me say a
brother,
sentence.
It's totally fine. Let me bring Mr.
Like I don't
Fantastic.
interrupt you, and you just can't close your mouth for 5 seconds for a rebuttal.
Let me bring Mr. Fantastic.
Serious impulse
talk
control
like that.
issues.
You wouldn't
with
talk like
sir.
this in person.
indeed.
Carry-
Serious impulse control issues.
You wouldn't talk like this in person, but carry on in it.
Oh, so you're gonna beat me up now?
I'm just saying it's unrealistic.
I'm not violent, and if you say I am, I'll kick your ass.
Unrealistic. It's unrealistic.
I'm not
You would just
violent,
be
but I'll
normal.
kick your ass.
Everyone would be normal. Everyone would be normal.
Yeah,
That's
then
what I'm
just be
saying to you.
normal. Be normal.
So why do you need to keep saying calm down? I'm saying I'm
Because-
calm, and you keep
because
saying it
Andrew
over and over
Wilson
again
is
until you're
crazy.
antagonizing.
Because the other
You're
person
trying to
won't shut up.
antagonize, like,
Then
calm.
you tell him to calm
And now
down.
you're saying shut up and all of this. Like, bro, when you tell someone to shut up, what do you expect?
You still
Do you
won't
expect them
calm
to be
down.
like, oh, okay,
I
yeah,
didn't
I'm
tell
gonna
you to
shut up.
shut up. I asked you to relax.
And then you said close your mouth and all this kind of
Yeah,
antagonizing.
later, 'cause you
talk.
won't-
Let me skip past this because this is like real feminine.
I'm going to kill somebody today. I don't think that Carmelo Anthony came out of his house saying, I'm going to kill a white person, I'm going to kill Austin Metcalf or anything today. He made the worst possible decision and had the worst possible outcome. Actually, I just learned this a week ago. I think it says less than 10% of people that get stabbed die from stabbings. Okay. Now, of course, stabbings are far more lethal ways of, ending an altercation or dealing in an altercation than fighting. And I would have suggested, or I would have definitely preferred him fight it out with his hands and use a weapon. And this is why you don't bring weapons, a knife to a fist fight, because stuff like this can happen. So it's 35 years too much. Being that he got found guilty for murder, no, it's not too much at all, because he could have got 99 years. They could have maxed him out.
You just brought it.
So, despite feeling like it was more towards the manslaughter, because I don't think that, that he's not this fucking ninja assassin that knows exactly where the heart is and aimed it directly for the heart and stabbed the boy. I think it's very, very, again, he shouldn't have used a knife in the first place, but it was the worst possible outcome that it was. And being that he could have got 99 years and he didn't even get half of that, 35 years and then eligibility of parole at 17 and a half, that's more than reasonable. I'm done.
I don't know. Is it my turn for rebuttal? Because I saw somebody else up on the screen. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to follow the rules. Okay, gotcha.
What's going on, Link?
Well, there's an olive branch here. There's some things that I agree
I've been
with you
cooking
on.
all
So
week, man.
The first point, when you're asking about the death penalty, you're right. It wasn't on the table. They were asking what should have happened. This, to me, is a hypothetical about idealism. You're asking ideally what would you want to have seen in a case like this. I don't think the death penalty would be off the table from my moral view. You're right on the facts that wasn't on the table as far as sentencing goes. However, life imprisonment, I think, was actually on the table as far as sentencing goes. I think it was. Am I incorrect there?
Yeah, you're incorrect. Like, it was maxed out at 99 years, but they can't give him life because, well, no, even still, he has the ability. Well, technically, you're right.
It's life.
But yeah. So 99 years would be life for all
That's
intents and
life.
purposes. But by the letter of the law, he can't be given life in prison.
Because, like, what
has
would he
to
be? 116? Right?
Yeah, he
It's
has.
like-
But you're right. You're correct. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, going by the actual statutes and things, he has to be the eligibility of parole, being that even though they tried him as an adult, he was a minor when the offense occurred. My bad. So technically, you're right. That would definitely be life.
So
They hit him with
again,
that.
olive branch there. No disagreement there, but I do think that they could have given him a much more rigid sentence. I would have been fine with it. I would have been fine with the 99 years if they could have done it. And when it comes to this idea, though, one of the things that you said here that I do take issue with is when you're talking about the stabbing itself. You don't think that he purposely was setting out to kill him. You said 10% of stabbing victims only die, which, by the way, is still really high. Just so you know, 10% is still enormously high. When it comes to a thing that kills you. If 10% of the activities that you do would kill you, you would avoid those 10%, right? So when we're talking about this, it's actually...
I worked in the most dangerous place on the planet, bro, for
Where?
like substantial military carrier flight deck.
I don't think that has a 10% mortality rate. I'd be willing to bet right now.
Well, I'm just telling you that it's the most like top 5, no less than top 5. Most
Yeah, but
dangerous
I'd be
place
willing to
in the
bet
world.
you that it's not even close to a 10% mortality. Not
Well, I
even
don't
in the
think
same
most
universe.
So what would be? Give me an occupation that would be a 10% mortality.
I
rate.
don't think that there are many occupations that would, which is why I'm saying that if it has a 10% mortality rate, you'd avoid it like the plague because the chance of it killing you are so outrageously high. So you try to minimize by saying it's 10%, but that's actually really high. If I were to give you 10 jelly beans and say one of these will kill you, would you pick and eat one? No, right? That's still astronomical odds when you think about it. So that's the first thing that I'll take issue with. The second is when you say, well, he didn't intend to kill him, then why did he aim for the chest? Why not go for the leg? Why not go for the arm? Why not go for those things? Why would you stab in the chest? The chest is the area that you would normally go to if you wanted to kill somebody.
Or somebody
That's
moves.
not the area that you would go to if you didn't. Slashing an arm, going for the leg, going for the arms, things like this, going for...
I was just about to say that. You can go for an arm and somebody jumps and moves and then boom, you hit them in the chest. Like I said, I take martial arts. I used to be a crew. I'm a fighter also. Did boxing. I fought regular, but I'm southpaw. And I thought about it when I was reporting on it the other day. I'm like, man, you know, he probably had that knife in his right hand. You right-handed, you know, you pop somebody with that knife in your right hand, you damn near gonna hit the heart. But let's go.
For the neck or chest, that looks like something that has the intent for a killing blow, from my opinion and from my view.
No, I agree with that.
I'm hearing so much
that's what I'm
stuff.
saying.
Link
Being
is
to the
crazy.
evidence has been presented. I can't say his intention or intent as far as the direction or like the location, but it seems to me like that was just the thing that was most likely or right there as it was described or whatnot. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't believe he should have used a knife in the first place. But it's the fact of the matter that people do things all the time in a violent nature, in a violent manner, without the intention of killing people, and they end up dead. And I'm thinking that's what happened in this situation.
I don't disagree with you in a sense that, yes, people can engage in conflict with each other where they don't intend to kill the other person. This happens accidentally with fists, with feet, in aggressive, fights at a club or bar. Accidents like that do occur. I think that there's a distinction to be made here when you pull out a folding knife. Right? You still have it half folded before you stab at the chest region. That to me looks like intent. If it was me and let's say we were in a bar,
Some of them knives, you press a button and that shit pop out.
we ended up in some sort of conflict, and I pulled out a knife, slashed at your arm, slashed at your leg, something like this. Later told the police, hey, I was just trying to get away from the situation, or it was so aggressive, I was trying to get out of it without killing the guy. That sounds a lot more believable than... But I pulled it out and stabbed him right in the chest in the heart region. That seems to me like I'm trying to kill you, right?
No, I agree. And my only thing would be for that is that, unfortunately, this is the first time he stabbed someone, and as far as we know, he has any history of violence and so on and so forth. And I'm not going to say ignorance and so on and so forth. Again, I just like you said, I don't think it was the thing to where, to a kid, a knife is, stab, slash, all these different things. It was just the worst possible fucking location, bro. And like I said, from the way that it was described by the coroner, it was the worst possible way. Even the entry wound of the knife.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone worse.
So that's all I'm saying, man. Again, at the end of the day, I don't agree with him using a knife in a fist fight.
But let me just tie it off with this, because I think we do agree, but maybe we can tie it off with a lot more agreement. If I said in my defense, I slashed at his leg and it hit his femoral artery, and I clearly wasn't intending to do that because I was slashing at the leg, and I thought that that's a non-lethal area. Doesn't that sound way more believable than I wasn't trying to kill him, but I stabbed him in the chest area?
Of course, and I agree. Yeah. The biggest, and that's the biggest thing, and I think that's what gave him what it was: the injury, the positioning of the injury, and all the things and so on and so forth. When you hear the coroner say he pretty much died instantaneously, there was no way for him to even be resuscitated if they wanted to. I think that's what got him the level of what he got.
Yeah, then I think we have more agreement than we don't, honestly.
Yeah.
Tess, please uninterrupt it. And friends, if I show a Cash App in the camera, don't stop talking, okay? I'm just acknowledging the fans. Thank you very much to the 900 people watching, plus the people on Andrew Wilson's side. We appreciate y'all.
I think there's 10,000 over here today.
Yes, you are not famous at all, sir. Thank you very much once again. I hope y'all having fun. Support the content creators that y'all watching, respectively. Everyone in the chat.
And by the way, to my chat, remember, people who host us and are kind to us, we're kind back. Make sure you go over to this channel, send in the super chats, show the support for people who are willing to platform us and allow us to debate on their platforms.
Thank you very much for the kindness, Andrew. Appreciate that. Tess, uninterrupted, please. What do you think? 35 years was too much, or you actually have a different idea?
Yeah, it's definitely too much. So I understand why he got 35 years. The inadequate defense that he was given is why he got 35 years. I'm actually of the belief that he shouldn't have got any time. I do believe that as the innocent party just sitting there, the aggressor is the person that walked up to him and put their hands on him. And so if anything, he should be home free right now. And that boy is where he deserves to be for putting his hands on someone who didn't touch him first.
So you're making... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, there's your statement. Do you have, like you, Andrew, you can rebuttal that. Yes, absolutely.
No, I mean, there's nothing here to rebut. This is, first of all, you say it's an inadequate defense, but you give no examples of how the defense was inadequate. You just say that it was. Assertions that are made without evidence can be dismissed without evidence, and you provided none. You didn't even provide a single example of how the defense itself was inadequate. Hang on. I didn't interrupt you once.
It's fine. Let him land, and then you got it, Tess.
And then I promise I'll let you say whatever you need to, right? So I want to hear out what you have to say, but I'm going to also make my adamant defenses here. So you didn't provide any adequate or any examples of inadequate defense. That's the first thing. The second thing is when you're talking about self-defense itself, you say he put his hands on him. You do realize that in most states you have some sort of escalation policy which occurs, which means that you have to have some sort of clear and present danger to your life. Carmelo Anthony himself and the witnesses there seem to think that that was not the case at all, that it did not justify pulling out a folding knife and stabbing him in the chest. If I were to say that he pulled out a gun and shot him in the chest after it was the case that he got shoved, would you say that that was equally justified?
The laws need to demonstrate what actually happened, again, which is a young man who sat there and was aggressed by another young man, responded to being pushed. And so those examples you're looking for, one of them would be this idea that Carmelo called all of them pussies, but when he was questioned on cross-examination, that wasn't in any 2025 reporting. There is nothing that denoted that Carmelo Anthony was an aggressor in any of the early reports. So these newfound stories and testimonies that we see in 2026, those are inconsistencies that were dealt with inadequately by the defense. Now, if you wanted me to give you the examples of inadequacies, I could have. Don't just imply that I didn't. I was just giving you an opening statement.
Okay, but you didn't, and now you've given me one, and yet
would you like another? Would you like another?
Under the witness statement? Well, let's refute one at a time. Okay. Under the witness statement, of the provocation, the witness stated that after Anthony was repeatedly asked to leave Memorial High School tent during the rain day, he refused, became hostile, saying, "I'm not leaving. Fuck you all." The slur, witnesses say that he then called the surrounding student athletes a bunch of pussies who were not going to do nothing about it. That's what the witness testimony showed that came out in the trial. So that is what the evidence is that we have on record. I don't know what evidence you're referring to, because it sounds like, hang on, almost done. And then I promise you can respond. And then secondarily, he didn't actually answer my question. What would be the distinction had he been there with a Glock concealed, and then this guy shoved him in the shoulder, he pulled out the Glock and shot him in the chest? Why would that be a distinction in your mind?
So I want to make sure we're doing this one at a time. So let's deal with what you just read. What you just read, again, was debunked on cross-examination, because until you show me something from 2025 that says Carmelo said these things, this is new testimony as highlighted by the defense in cross-examination. So whatever you're reading, can you continue reading it to let these people know what was said under cross-examination?
Yeah, I'll continue to read it. During cross-examination, the defense tried to discredit the claim by pointing out that the students did not include Anthony's cursing or slurs in their initial written statement. That's what you're referring to, right?
Absolutely.
But The
Yeah,
jury
I think that's
ultimately
cap.
found that the verbal provocation accounts were very credible and rejected the self-defense argument. They rejected it because they found they found the claims to be credible, even if it's not the case that the witness initially reported it. Who cares? They don't think that made the witness less credible because they didn't initially report it. They did report it afterwards when they gave a totality of recounting. So I don't really know how this is in any way, shape, or form inadequate defense, especially since the defense was the one that pointed this out.
Right.
Right. Well, they pointed out the fact that the testimony was inconsistent, which is what they're supposed to do. Now,
Yeah, so how's that inadequate?
Don't interrupt me after you just sat here crying about it being interrupted.
Well, I'm just curious about the inadequacy.
Right, but
How would
don't
it
do
be
that
inadequate?
though. But don't do that though. You just sat here and cried about
Come
being
on,
interrupted.
dude. I'm just asking.
Come
Like,
on,
how
my
would that be
ass.
an
Shut up
inadequate
when I'm
defense?
talking.
You
Shut up when I'm
fuck up.
talking.
You shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
You chipping out. You
Nah.
chipping out, white boy.
Ever chipping
Relax.
out, boy.
Now that the goats rammed each other, let's go ahead, go to uninterrupted, and then Andrew can respond. Then we go back to the ladies.
Well, I mean, because again, I just want him to understand that the point he's running from is the fact that it was dealt with, and now when I'm calling it inadequate, they're not challenging enough of these witnesses on their inconsistencies. So I know he does not want that to happen because it benefits him in terms of the outcome. But there are multiple inconsistencies. For example, another would be one saying he was pushed with one hand, another saying he was pushed with two. One saying it was a light tap, another saying it was a direct shove. Because you have these inconsistencies that were not dealt with by the defense, I am well within my intellectual reasoning to say that that's inadequate as a defense. What is he talking about?
It's really funny here because what you're saying is actually self-contradictory. It's P and not P. The defense was inadequate because they didn't point all these things out. And then it turns out they did point all these things out. The jury just didn't believe them. So how could that be the defense being inadequate? In fact, it would be the opposite. The defense is adequately making the exact same defenses that you would make based on the sworn witness testimony and the inconsistencies you see. So how's the defense being inadequate again, dude?
Because again, these arguments that we're making about that one statement, that is the only time they pointed out that inconsistency. When if you're fighting for this young man's life, you'll point out these multiple inconsistencies multiple times. And even now, when you get the chance to call witnesses, you'll call that witness up and show his inconsistency through questioning.
Are you saying that the defense attorney specifically did not, under cross-examination, point out these various inadequacies that you right now are pointing out? Because the matter of record that I have, at least for the first claim, they did. And I'm willing to go claim by claim, and I got a feeling the defense actually did point these things out. So again, how is it the case that it's an inadequate defense? How?
Because pointing it out is not the same as using it to get Carmelo a better sentence. Pointing it out shows now that you are identifying it. Pay attention, white dude. Pointing it out means I see it.
No sense.
I didn't. Right, I'm trying to show you. I know you're smart. You're not smart. You're white. So when I point it out, if you don't pick up on it,
One second, please. I already know this is going to escalate in something that we don't want here. I said before the show, please let's take the motherfucking racial situation going on. We're already talking about race. No need to be insulting each other in the levels of race. As long as you don't want to lose the show. If I want to lose the show, keep doing the white boys and all that shit so we can wrap it up in 15 minutes. Okay? Y'all having a decent and civil conversation. It seems like both of y'all are informed about the case. Let's keep it that way. Go ahead, Tess.
right, but again, he's informed about the case, but what he's not going to acknowledge is that the defense is inadequate representation is what I'm talking about. If you don't call those prosecution witnesses back up and challenge them on their inconsistencies, you're not helping Carmelo Anthony. And so while he may not think from a defense standpoint, I am. So as you have identified these multiple inconsistencies, you don't take out the time to bring those witnesses back up after you've brought out the inconsistency on cross-examination and use those moments to benefit Carmelo. That is an inadequate defense.
Yeah, this is just goalpost switching. So it can't be an inadequate defense if the defense is actually doing the things that you claimed you wanted the defense to do, which is point out the various inadequacies. The defense, that was part of their defense. This is inadequate due to the fact that there's inconsistencies in this testimony. There's also inconsistencies in this testimony. That was presented by the defense. The jury had access to that information. They just didn't buy it. So when you say when you say it was an inadequate defense, or you're just saying you think the defense attorney did a bad job, fine, I guess you can think that, but you haven't actually demonstrated it because they are pointing out these various inconsistencies. You just want them to like call the witnesses back up, but you don't know if that would have actually served Carmelo better or not. You have no idea.
Well, we do know it would serve him better because it would actually highlight the inconsistencies that you're downplaying now. Even right now in this moment, as I've given you two different things that were testified in the trial that would benefit Carmelo, the only thing I'm saying the defense would need to do is challenge that directly as opposed to just simply saying this in a cross-examination. I don't know how you don't understand that other than the fact that you might be biased for the other side. But on the side of the defense, I'm not done. On the side of the defense, you want them to challenge this information directly that these prosecution witnesses are saying, especially since they can't stand on it.
That's exactly what they did during cross-examination. That's what the challenges are. During cross-examination, they pointed these various things out. That is the challenge. What else could they have done? What are they supposed to do? You say drag them back up. It's like, for what? They already got the information there to the jury. They already got him under cross-examination, pointing the inconsistencies out. That information was already out there. In both the examples you gave, I had demonstrated in both cases, the jury was informed about those inadequacies. And in both cases, they just simply didn't believe that that was inadequate. That's it.
Right. So inadequate defense would have automatically known to call them up on their inconsistencies and now directly question them on their inconsistencies, because the only thing that happened under cross was the inconsistency came out. He did not further elaborate on the inconsistency under cross-examination.
All right, guys. I do want to keep this show under 4 hours. But let me show y'all. Yeah, I'm going to do a full breakdown on it on the next show. Let me show y'all Myron, though, getting Frank Castle. This is actually pretty funny. All right, take a look at this. All right. And I do want to bring up what led up to this, but I want to do this before Fatty takes stuff down and alters and change stuff. All right.
Let's get silence, sir.
Silence. You're a fucking retarded monkey chimpanzee fuck. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm freezing to you niggas. Get the fuck out of here, bruh.
Yo, can I go?
Literally, that's what this is, bro.
Hey, friend.
I'm here. I'm the zookeeper to niggas.
Go?
Okay, now, hey, friends, 1 second. Hey, 1 second. I got you.
That's
hey, let me ask Andrew. Hey, let me ask Andrew a question.
Retire, you fucking dumbass, retarded racist niggas. Shut the fuck up, you chimpanzee retard.
Okay, thank you. No, everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet.
Don't bite.
Everybody quiet. Don't bite. Everybody quiet. Hey,
retard in the panel.
Andrew, I want to ask you something, Andrew. Right?
Racist calling people racist.
Andrew, please can you unmute yourself? I have a question for you. Andrew.
All right.
Is Myron chimping out? Is Myron showing the behavior that he complains about the black community every day by not having impulse control, calling people names that didn't call him names, calling people down, calling people obtuse? Don't chimp out. Don't chimp out, sir.
You got titties is crazy. Look at fantastic. That's what happens when you've been panel furniture for a long time. You got 1,000-mile stairs. You say you got titties.
Don't chimp out, sir.
No, you're an orangutan.
I accept it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Got titties.
Right. Yes. So now, Andrew, is Myron displaying the behavior that he complains about every day on his panel by chimping out right now? What's your opinion? What's your opinion, Andrew? I really want to know about these, Andrew.
We're just clowning y'all niggas. You guys are fucking...
Andrew's with him, so people got mad because Andrew was siding with Myron and didn't reject or didn't check Myron or didn't, so a twofer is gonna happen.
No, it's fine. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
You could barely speak English.
I know. I
barely speak English.
I know.
You literally have pitties. You're wearing sunglasses indoors. We don't take you serious.
I know.
Bro. You're wearing sunglasses
Andrew, are you
indoors.
co-signing Myron?
No, we are going to let Andrew.
Talking? Why is the woman talking? Be in the kitchen, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
bro, can I go?
Wait, just one.
Can I please?
He be in the
no. Told her to be in the kitchen. Bruh.
Pimpin' just started. The original liar is the woman.
Ooh-wee.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
He being the nigga that he talking about. He being the nigga that he talking about. He showing how bad he is. Look at him.
Why y'all won't let me go?
Now it's because we want Andrew to
You're a goofy, but let's go.
answer the question: is Myron chimping out?
No. He came into
Okay, fried chicken connoisseur.
Do you want me to give you the explanation? I'll give you the explanation.
Yes, and by the way, Andrew, I wonder why you were so upset when somebody broke the TOS a couple of minutes ago by saying something that they shouldn't. And these men literally are going to make us private this shit and kind of edit and all this. And you are smiling and laughing, knowing that this can jeopardize all the channels, but it's fine, right?
Okay, so
totally fine.
Do you want me to give a defense here? I'll give you the defense. So,
I want you to explain to me why is he not chimping out when he didn't do nothing to this man. We've been nothing but nice to this man.
First and foremost, right? I don't want the TOS broken, obviously. I can't help that shit's funny though, and I'm gonna laugh at it. Okay, a lot of you guys want to laugh right now too. Like, look at Mr. Fantastic. He thinks some of this. shit's funny.
Trust me, I'm the one who should be talking to everybody wants to laugh, but I'm just
Yeah, it's just funny. Okay, some of the shit's funny. What do you want me to do? I can't help what I laugh at. Anyway, no,
Yo,
he
notice
came
how
in.
much he's breathing, bro. This dude's taking 7 breaths for
He
one. This
can't-
nigga's
when-
fat as fuck,
When
bro.
Myron
Why are you
came
breathing
in,
all
it's
our air, bro?
4v1.
Like what?
I point out to you, he's not in a violation. There's no contradiction. There's no nothing. You won't engage with that. The gentleman below me, Dr. Ilkins, Ali, says, well, wait a second. Andrew doesn't have to demonstrate or show evidence for a claim. But that's exactly what I did by showing you how there's no contradiction, anything like this. I'm walking you through what's called a logical claim, giving it to you in premise form, showing you that's evidence.
Bro, he's Dr. Retard, Andrew. You can't reason with this guy. Is Dr. Retard.
You didn't answer his question.
Can't take these people seriously. Dr.
And we're not going to and we're going to show the demonstration. We haven't disrespected anybody on the panel. He's been the disrespectful one. He's asking.
Hey, Ali, check the DMs. No, one second. Ali, check the DMs. Hey, one second. One second. No, hey, 1 second. Hey, Andrew. You know what? You know why I know that Ali's right? Because when Taz was calling you white boy and all these things, we literally stopped it and said, let's not make this racial. Let's not go. Let's talk about the argument because both of y'all seem informed. Myron sees the moment he got here until now,
bro,
he's not having no argument, no nothing.
And you know what it is, Fatty?
Ali, check the message.
I got you.
A basic argument.
But the real
fucking dumb. We got Dr. Retard talking.
I hear you, Fatty. The real thing is when they do counterintelligence, he has to act like this. They don't act like this to people they really think is stupid.
If you're gonna mute, Myron,
hey, Andrew, he's literally talking. He's literally y'all. Right, look at
y'all gone.
Look at your. If y'all both gonna go then, because y'all when you.
This is Sparta.
Everybody said the show's viewership went down after this.
They don't do
the
this
only answer. If y'all gone, you're gone. This is the only answer.
They don't do that with low IQ people. They'll let low IQ people talk themselves into the grave. When they're talking to people who have intelligence and can counter their responses, they always got to do this dumb debate bro stuff. And then they got to actually throw their homonyms and demonstrate they're the racist that they're talking about. Nobody was racist towards them. Nobody insulted him.
Everybody was calm and collected and all that. Monkey, chimp, and fantastic. I know you're laughing.
Let me have it, bro.
No, fantastic. You know YouTube is not playing, man. You know.
Well,
address it before they leave, though. Address it before they leave if they follow in a cult. These people call black people niggas. They call black people ignorant and stupid, while a black person who's supposed to be the representation of a high IQ and high value man comes in and calls black people niggas himself. And Andrew says, no, he's not doing nothing. He's not doing nothing wrong. Like he's a foreigner himself, but he's foreigner. No, he's supposed to be half black, but he's a foreigner too, disrespecting the foreigner at the same time. He's showcasing the exact behaviors there again.
Somebody was laughing and said Myron called Fatty a foreigner. Ted da.
It's why everybody was respectful to him on the panel. So their co-followers, their fans can see exactly what happened. We had a civil conversation. He went what they call chimp or acting like a nigga. He went niggered out. He acted like a nigga. Nobody on here acted like a nigga but the nigga who came on the panel.
Fantastic. You can get it afterwards, right? I'm just saying, I didn't have a problem with nothing that he said. You fat. Yes, I am. You are a foreigner. Absolutely. I don't have a problem with it. But this is what we call chimping out. I believe that Tess, even though he was kind of throwing the white boy shit, at some point Tess was debating the topics. Like, bring something. Talk about the inconsistency, all this shit. This man is talking about nothing. He's just chimping, you fat, low IQ, A, B, C, D, 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 D. And this is the point. Should we bend over to accommodate people that are treating us like this? These people clearly don't fuck with us, respectfully. Because Andrew was acting well until he came in, and all of a sudden he's acting the same way. Oh no, that's not chimping out.
They just saw he supported the token blackie or the supposedly token blackie, right? But
Ali, look at, like, it's not that we are not antagonistic towards this dude whatsoever. We prepare, we put him on the song, we make sure that, and again, it's like the lack of clout and respect. Like, what the hell are we doing here? And Fantastic, once again, I grab you because I know what's going to happen if I put you up. You and King Riches. King Riches, he was the same thing.
Yeah,
as King Riches, like, what he was, hey, King Riches, calm down. Everybody calm. What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody calm. Why are you saying calm down? Because he wants a reaction to then clip us and to say, look at the monkeys, look at the chimps chimping out. Nobody gave him no energy. He ended up chimping out. We caught him, in my opinion, on the Wes Watson situation where he literally was instigated. You being raped in prison and all that. We caught him on the eye shit. He's way smaller than Metcalf. Thank you very much, Channel, for actually doing that. We caught Marvin on the nobody should fighting for words and then threatening people on the chat for words. And when these people are stuck and they got caught over and over and over again, what do they say when people lose debates? They start insulting people.
Yes.
It starts to become personal. It starts to become, you are low IQ and you are dumb. So respectfully, once again, I appreciate y'all being here. We are trying to be nice, but we have boundaries. We have rules. And clout will not make us not Frank Castle you.
Your ass goodbye.
And we have the ladies first, the infamous ladies first on Friday. Mr. Fantastic and King Reaches. We go to the rest of the panel, and then we kind of close it out because at this point we kind of run the distance. Okay. And Mr. Fantastic, sorry for not letting you go. Fantastic.
Yeah, man, because I've been waiting to say certain things to certain motherfuckers, but they ain't here now, so it is what it is. I'll get opportunity again another time in life. But listen, man, I'm actually on the thing where people can be radicalized. You have to understand the context of the father or whatnot, what have you. He showed an olive branch, the stuff that we're saying, and then he even said, you know, here's something for you, as to where he was just like, they're gonna call me racist anyway, so here's some racist shit, right? So again, I think everyone has some level of racism within ourselves, because we are biased by our own groups, our own tribes. Black people are told about how white people are racist and they're always trying to get up over on you and stuff, and white people are told how black people are violent and all these different things and so on and so forth. And I think with him, he experienced the worst possible aspect of it, because his son was killed, and then he couldn't say things for over a year concerning anything, and his family was attacked. He was attacked, his family was attacked, they were doxxed, they were swatted, so many lies and things were told, so many insensitive things, even people laughing and joking about his son being murdered. So I think that it's reasonable to understand that a person can be radicalized to racism or anything. It's not just, it could be, they tell you this, I forget what the movie was, Fatty, but it was a movie about Brad Pitt was in the military and he's like, you kill one, you make like 20 or something, right?
Mhm.
So I think this is a situation that happened to Jeff Metcalf, because like I said, for all intents and purposes, even once he had decent things to say about Carmelo and saying like, hey, he didn't feel like he was an evil person and he did it, and he did it out of spite, he purposely did it once it first happened. And then the thing that happened is when he tried to go to the prayer conference or whatever. I'm sorry, he tried to pray with the family when they had the press conference, and the idiotic
he got the
family
James
representative dude or whatever, didn't want him to be there, and they kicked him out. So from that point on, with him being, under the gag order and having to listen to so many things, bro. Hey, I mean, I don't blame him. I can't stand niggas that time my damn self, and I'm black, so I could totally, completely understand, if a whole group of people were doing all of these crazy, wild things over the death of my son for over a year, and I couldn't say anything. So yeah, it is what it is.
Once again, I appreciate you. And King Richard, I said the same thing with Fantastic. Both of y'all, I know y'all are wolves. And once you see some shit, y'all going to go get it. I just wanted to make sure that y'all don't do it because it's a threat.
It's a fucked up situation all around. All right. We're 3 hours and 49 minutes into the show. I want to keep the show under our voice, but make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, tune into the next show. We're going to break down that whole debate and how it got up to where it is. We're going to see where people are at with Charleston White. Again, he had to change his stance overnight. We're going to see how much Black America is divided. Hopefully there's a videotape that comes out. And to this day right now, there's people still commenting on my post on O'Shea's channel, talking about the father is justified in his racism. So, hey. Niggas. All right. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. Please support the show on the way out, on the way in. If you catch the replay, support the show. Hype the show. Yeah, my voice is gone, bro. It's ashy in the upper registers, man. It's ashy as hell. Not the dancing banana, though. See you guys on the next one. It's Player Talk. Let's go.
You know what you right now? Yeah, might as well. You rolling? I'm rolling. Start the beat. Come on. Here we go. Real world shit. Hey, real world shit,
Steve-O go crazy.
Hey, every move is calculated. I do numbers calculator. You don't got my casual payment, push it, boy, I'ma catch you later. Rhyme with that soul snatcher, just in case I catch a hater. I don't need a entourage, I come by myself like a masturbator. Bitches say I'm captivating, but you know I ain't Captain Saver. I might pull up roof missing, the whip none got decapitated. Take a bad bitch and I grip her firm and tell her affirmations like, babe, you bad as fuck, but you look good whenever you take it. Ain't nobody taking shit from me, never. Yeah, if they ever say they did, they all kept. New era, the type of nigga to get a relationship, cheat and go tell her. See, I'm the type to walk in the bank, have a relationship with the teller. Like a traffic light that stuck on red, I cannot go for nothing. Ask my mama about her oldest son. She know before I starve, I get it with forces like I'm Obi-Wan. If I'm feeling stuck, I jump in a book, then I go learn me something. You nigga be dumb as hell. You can be the toughest, I'ma be the smartest nigga. Yeah, it took him a while to get my art, my shit not artificial. You could blow up, fake it fast, your shit gon' probably fall off quicker. Yeah, my shit is infinite, just like an 8 whenever you flip it to sideways. Nigga, I pullin' profit, just like niggas pullin' driveways. I can't take the high road, nigga, this the road that I paid. I can't say too much about it, I thought I told you crime pays. Thought I told you. Hey, every move is calculated, I do numbers calculator. You don't got my casual payment, push it, boy, I'ma catch you later. Rhyme with that soul snatcher, just in case I catch a hater. I don't need a entourage, I come by myself like a masturbator. Bitches say I'm captivating, but you know I ain't Captain Saver. I might pull up roof missing, the whip none got decapitated. Take a bad bitch and I grip her firm and tell her affirmation like, hey, you bad. Y'all thought I'd be playing when I said they be trying to kick me out.